We're
And we are
live.
live. Yep.
Awesome. Welcome back to another week. Hopefully, everyone's had a nice week. Last session, a lot of stuff went down, um, and we'll have Tofu do our recap. But I do want to give the housekeeping items like we usually do. So, for those of you watching on Twitch, Tofu and Sharka are fully immersed. They won't be able to speak to you directly like they normally would. They will be able to respond via the chat along with players who probably is most likely watching on stream as well. Um, but again, welcome back, everyone. Swim, this is episode 6,
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken.
Episode
Welcome
Wow.
back to
6.
episode 6, chapter 3, officially, finally. Um, the party has done very well to get to this point. Um, and we'll bring everyone in a moment. Um, but first, Tofu will give us our recap for what happened last week. So take it away, Tofu. What happened last week?
Hi, welcome back to D&D.
That's right.
brain,
Our
brain
favorite
farted.
time of the week.
Anyway, so last section, the party completed our long rest, and then something happened to Ray. Forgot his name. What's his name?
Balance.
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 Been a long week. Um, well, he was still mad at Orpheus still, but it wasn't his fault though. And then uh, after we got up, we went to the cave, and then we found the rune and ritual. We got in, and then we apparently encounter the genie, and then we beat the genie, and then Orpheus able to got the ring, and we'll see what it does to the genie, and then we decide to do the spell to get to the other world, and that's where we left off.
Pretty much, yeah. You summed it up pretty nicely. The party was when we last picked up was finishing their long rest. Decided to proceed even further into the cave. They did get some information, but they still didn't identify what was going on in the cave, what was causing all these creatures to attack the village nearby that the party has already gone through and met some people and made some acquaintances. So they were tasked with going into this cave to find out what was going on, why all these creatures were coming out of the cave and attacking the village. Party traveled through to the end of the dungeon, the cavern. Found out that there was a huge shadow. They closed that shadow. This was part of the task that they originally got when they got their first overall objective. That these shadows will be appearing, and it's best that they close them. That these shadows cause their timeline that they have of 1 year to be shorter. If there's more shadows left open, the easier these worlds are going to collide with each other. It's going to take less time. So the party found a huge shadow. This was much bigger than the other ones that they've seen. It looked like it had grown in size from what the party had seen before. These shadows can grow in size if they've left unchecked. So they were successful in closing the shadow. They went through a big puzzle, fought a big monster, their first boss. A Jin is how it's correctly pronounced. I called it the genie all of last episode, and Wraith corrected me. It is called Jin. I'm from New York, so forgive me. I mispronounce things all the
Is
time.
the genie.
It's
Mr.
cheap.
The
The
Genie.
genie.
His name was Abu. Okay, so Abu the Genie. You guys successfully destroyed him, the Jin. Um, uh, we rolled some dexterity saving throws to see if anyone can grab the urn or the lamp, as it was referred to as both. You guys obviously saw it was kind of like an urn, kind of like a lamp. So both descriptions of it kind of matched. Tofu did pass the DC to grab it, and as he was grabbing it, it turned into a small ring. What that ring does, Tofu, I think I PM'd you kind of what it does, but your character doesn't know exactly what it does at the moment until you attune to it. Just like how you had to attune to your book, Traherne had to attune to his ring that he found during this adventure. Same rules apply. You guys got stuck there, investigated, found a couple of things, but for the most part, determined that you guys were basically stuck there unless you warped out. The summoning circle or the runic circle that brought you guys there had disappeared. You guys couldn't work out anything further other than okay, let's flip, let's get out of here. So you guys casted the once every 2 days ritual that you were given by using these crystals to flip to another place. And where you guys flip is what was going on at the end of the last episode. So we last left off with Kahir landing in a strange place, speaking with some strange small animal or small creature, and then Traherne, who apparently had grown in size because of Orpheus's Book of Shadows. Random spell effect had happened, and Traherne was grown in size. He had grown to a large creature. Um, so we last left off with Traherne landing next to Kahir and a blink dog appearing in front of the group. So that's where we're going to pick back up today. Again, this is Chapter 3, The Great Forest, the Gnomes West Outpost. And we're actually going to jump right into combat today. But I will give you guys bring you guys back into the immersion again and give you guys some more information of what you see before we start combat. So let's bring this in. And I did figure out, I told you guys last week I was going to look into this. I did figure out how to ping you guys to a location. So watch this. Did that move everyone?
No, I'm still on the chapter 3.
Go on the main screen.
Let me bring you guys in. There we go. Now it should bring you guys in, and it should move your cameras.
Yep, that worked.
All right.
Boop and boop. Cool. So now I can ping you guys and bring you right to where everyone is. So I did bring your character tokens onto the map, but you three, Thorin, Balance, and Orpheus, you're not here at the moment. But I did want to at least bring you guys in so you can see what's going on. Traherne, Kahir, you guys landed in this strange place. Kahir, you have no idea where you are. You also have no idea what this little creature is. He looks like a small child to you. Very small. Traherne, if you do see Wedge, right now he's currently hiding in the brush. But if you do see him, you obviously know what a gnome is. You're from this type of area. You're actually familiar with what this area is. So once you start conversations with Wedge or with the party, and you want to give that information, you can. You are in the Great Forest, although this particular section of the Great Forest you're not too sure of. So you'll roll some checks to see where you are if you want to try and discern it, if Wedge doesn't give you that information. But at the moment, this is what's happening. You guys landed here. Kahir dove into the bush to see who he was talking to. Wedge was kind of telling him, hey, this is blink dog territory. We're not supposed to be out here. As soon as Kahir jumped into the bush and Traherne was kind of getting up, a blink dog did appear, and combat is beginning. So we will bring you guys right into it. In the meantime, before you guys roll initiative, I need Orpheus to roll me 1d3. This is to determine what order he will pop in. 1, so you are next. Balance, roll me a d2. 1d2. /roll space 1d2. And Balance, you have something else you have to roll at the beginning of the session, correct?
Yeah, I was actually just doing that.
Go for it.
Oof,
Nice.
That was to you, by the way. So.
Yep, I got it.
All right, and /roll 1d2.
Okay, you will go second, and then Thorin, you'll pop in next.
All right.
He's gonna pop in at
All
the
right.
end. Be like, anyone need a heal?
So
Right.
you guys will pop in at the end of each round, which can be good or bad, depending on how many blink dogs are here. So let's bring you guys in. So Thorin is last, Valance is second, and Orpheus will be first. All right. What's battle without some music, right, guys? So let's bring us in. Turn order is up. And you guys can roll initiative. So I need here and Traherne to roll initiative. Everyone else, again, you guys aren't there yet. Make sure you click on your character token. Nice, perfect.
Let's get this party started.
That's right. So when we last left off,
got
Blink Dog
initiative.
number 1 had entered your guys' vision. Traherne, here you guys can see this Blink Dog, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
All right, so it did take its turn last round, or last session, to move up to where you guys are. In front of you, and I'll give you guys a handout of what this blink dog looks like. If I have it, pretty sure I do. Cool. Bam! This is a blink dog. So normally, and Trahern, you'll have this information along with Doran. Blink dogs are usually not aggressive. Usually, blink dogs are more of a docile creature. Hover around in packs. Usually hunt like smaller creatures or animals. Definitely wouldn't attack any humans. But as you're looking at this creature, Trahern, as it entered your vision, you can tell its usual yellow eyes have been shifting to like red, and then back to yellow and to red again, which is another sign of what you've been witnessing in the forest lately, of creatures that are usually not aggressive becoming aggressive. And again, you've been noticing this for about a month now, since possibly all these events have taken place. Kahir, you're at the top of the round. What would you like to do?
Let's see. He's gonna look at Wedge and go, "Well, me not afraid of an old big dog. He just our little puppy. You're just a kid, so let me go take care of this. Then we talk." And I'm going to
careful.
charge in at the blink dog.
Go for it.
I am reckless and will be reckless until I denote otherwise.
You're going into rage, correct?
No, I'm staying out of rage for this round.
You're out of rage. Can you do reckless attack without being in rage?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Go for it. Yep. It's a hit. 12 slashing. Nice. Were you aiming for something in particular with this blink dog, or just trying to complete the wound?
Big body mass. As he ran in, he's just going to grip his glaive and kind of horizontally swing. And then keeping with the motion, he's going to flip it in his hands and do a hilt attack.
Roll me a perception check as well. So yes, you absolutely open up a nice wound on this blink dog. Crit. Kahir, you hear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more howls come from behind as this blink dog gently whimpers and gives a little bark behind it. 8 sets of howls behind this blink dog.
Oh. You got friends. And with that, he's just going to jab it in the face with his hilt.
Go for it. Hit. Roll me damage. 6. This blink dog is now limping. Definitely another devastating hit. You guys are doing awesome damage lately. So, yeah, you're destroying this blink dog. But it is still up. It is definitely looking at you. Maybe backing up a little bit or trying to wait for its friends to come. It is not looking too good. Yeah. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that'll be it.
Alright. So all of these blink dogs. Okay, so let's go with number 2. Number 2 is going to move up. I don't think you guys can see where it is at the moment. It's going to move up, and it's going to use its action to use its ability, which is a blink. Let me open up the character sheet.
What?
Going-
The blink dog is gonna blink?
Oh,
Pop this out.
I call DM shenanigans.
So how far can it blink?
it's Rick.
I have to roll to see if it can recharge as well. It did not recharge. And oh, it's a bonus action. Nice. So let's see, can it get to you? 40 feet. Yes, it can.
GM
That's
hacks.
right. Come into
So
my
again-
juicy range.
Yeah, Kahir. Let's see, does this provoke? I'm assuming you would get an attack of. You have that special ability where you can attack something as it comes into your threat range, right?
Correct, and unless it otherwise denotes it does not prevent attack of opportunity, it might go off.
Yeah. So nothing says here that it won't. But for your perspective, as you look to your right, you just see it's almost the strangest thing. It literally just popped in front of you. Wasn't there a second ago and is there now. So you have another blink dog to your right trying to bite at you. You can go ahead and use your reaction. to make an attack. 11. 11 is a miss. And the blink dog is going to attempt to bite at you. At
It
your
does
ankle.
it does have advantage.
Still a bad roll with a 7, which I'm assuming is a miss.
Even the 9's a miss. Yes.
Yes, sorry, 9, yeah. And that's all it can do on its turn. Wedge is going to hop up, grab out his longsword with 2 hands, because, again, he's a small guy. This longsword probably looks like it wasn't made for a gnome. It was probably made for a much taller human or an elf. But he's gripping it with 2 hands, running in. He's not looking at, let's see, which one is he going to look at? Yeah, he's going to go for Blink Dog number 2. Blink Dog number 1 is not a threat at the moment, so he's going to run in and swing at it. I need Wedge's character sheet as well. And as he runs next to you, Kahir, you just hear him say, usually these things don't attack people, but things have been going crazy lately. I'll help you out. Let's get this one down too. But be careful, there's probably more around. He also has pack tactics, so he has advantage if he's within 5 feet of anyone. So he's going to have advantage because he's in 5 feet within distance of you, Kahir. And
Sweet.
he's going to use 2-handed longsword attack with the devastating fail. Again, this thing looks way too heavy for him here, and Traherne, you guys will both witness he kind of struggles to hold it for a second and loses his balance and drops his sword at his feet. So he is currently prone trying to pick it up. It's a gnome, man.
Kids.
Oh my god.
The rest of the blink dogs, up to Traherne's turn, is just going to move up. So let me see which ones go. 3 moves up to here. 4 will move up to here. 5 will move up to here. And Traherne, it is your turn. At the moment, you only see 2 blink dogs. But again, Kahir, I'm assuming, yeah, you said it out loud, right? It seems like you have a lot more friends.
Yeah. I responded to, oh, you've got friends.
Yeah, so you definitely heard that, Traherne. Possibly
Yeah.
much more coming. But these are the 2 that are currently in your line of sight. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna use Shillelagh on my quarterstaff, imbuing it with powerful magic. That counts as a cantrip.
So Shillelagh is a bonus action, correct?
Mhm.
So you
Oh, it
still
does
have
count as
your movement and your attack if you like.
Okay. I'm gonna move up to Blink Dog 2, and I'm gonna just slam this quarterstaff. Like, perception-wise, like how much bigger am I than this creature?
The blink dogs are about 4 feet tall on all, definitely bigger than Wedge, about a foot bigger than Wedge. So right now you're double your size. So what's your normal height?
Question.
You're about maybe 10 or 11 feet
5'11".
tall.
Let's see.
Yeah, you're about 10 or 11 feet tall at the moment. So these
Yeah.
things are up to about maybe your waist. Maybe like a
Okay.
normal human to a normal dog at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try to jab my quarterstaff into the body of this.
Unfortunately,
dog.
being a large, you don't have any advantages in regards to strength or anything like that. You're just larger. So
Okay.
no ability upgrades because of that at the moment.
Okay. Fine. So I roll damage.
Make sure you click the one that says 2-handed / Shillelagh
Yeah.
for your attack. 6 is a miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
So I would assume, being this bigger size, you're not really too coordinated. Hand-eye coordination's kind of thrown off a little bit as you're trying to swing your staff down. The blink dog in front of you kind of just jumps to one side and easily avoids your attack. Kind of saw it coming. Again, you're much slower at the moment. Maybe you're not used to the size, but if maybe next round you'll get used to the size that you are. Anything else in your turn? You're muted.
Can I roll a perception check just to see if I sense anything different in regards to, because I wasn't next to him, so I didn't get to perceive anything that was going on around him.
Elaborate a little bit further. What do you mean him?
So just like to get a sense, like, are these the only 2 blink dogs that I see or can sense?
Kahir definitely told you that there's more friends on the way. So yeah, if you wanna, he didn't give you an exact number. If you want to roll a perception check, we can check that out as well. Oh my god, you guys critting your perceptions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 plus the 2 in front of you. You hear 7 different growls coming from all different directions, and I'll give you directions this time. This way, this way, this way, and up further.
Okay.
So I'll also ping about here. Let's see. About here, here, up here, all different directions from the north of where you guys are now.
Okay. That's the my
anything
turn.
else? Okay. Blink Dog 6, 7, 8, and Alpha is also going to move up.
Alpha?
Again, you all will, with your perception checks, will hear a whole bunch of dogs running, pack, along with barking. And you also will hear whoop as they're teleporting. At this point is when Orpheus will arrive. So Orpheus, you can now roll your initiative as we're at the top of the order. And make sure you click on your character token. Your character token is down. Nice.
17.
Very nice. Blink Dog 1 is going to once again attempt to bite you here with advantage. With a
That'll hit.
7 piercing. And it will end its turn there. Let's see, can it do anything else? No. Blink Dog 2 is going after the big thing in front of it. Lots of meat. Definitely a little hungry at the moment. I'm going to try and hit you, Traherne, with a 17. What's
That's a
your
hit.
AC at the moment?
16.
Alright, that's a hit. You take
Wait.
4 piercing damage.
Is that with the shield out?
Yeah, that's what the shield.
Oh.
4 piercing.
4 piercing damage, correct. And it is Kahir's turn. What would you like to do, Kahir?
This little peckerhead just bit me. Now Kahir's going to go into his rage. And he's going to finish off Blink Dog 1 with an overhead strike.
Cool. Are you doing the hilt or are you doing the actual attack?
The
This
actual,
one looks like it's
the
about
actual
to
glaive.
just fall over.
It doesn't matter. He's going to overkill it since it bit me.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's pissed. 22's a hit. For sure, this is a kill. Oh, just about. Wow.
Oh my god, are you serious? I rolled low.
Just about. How you want to kill this Blink Dog number 1?
Oh, it is going to kill him? Okay.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, it's he's just gonna overhead strike. He's gonna aim for the main body and let just his momentum and rage just tear through as much of him as he can.
Awesome. Yeah, you definitely do so. Anything else? You have another one directly to your right.
Nope. Use my bonus action and action.
All right. Orpheus, you
So I
arrive.
So off it
You
work and
arrive right there. So I've moved you to where you would have popped into.
Okay.
In front of you,
And,
you see Traherne's big form. You see Kahir. You see a Blink Dog. You see some strange little child with a sword trying to balance, falling over. Stuff is going down. What would you like to do?
What happening? What's going on right here?
Sure, can hear you guys can respond. All out.
Dogs biting. Get in here.
Well, I see one dog die over there. Like, is there more coming?
There's more to the north.
Morpheus, roll me a perception check. As he says, there's more to the north. 9. You hear
9.
about 3 more dogs starting to rush up from the north.
As soon as I heard that he died, I'm just gonna put my hand out and then do Eldritch Blast on the Blink Dog 2.
Go for it. That's a hit. Roll me damage.
5.
Nice. You're aiming for something in particular, its leg, or just trying to try not to hit your friends?
Yeah, I'm just gonna aim. I'm just gonna aim at a dog. I didn't aim anything particular.
Yeah, you hit it right in its hind leg. It spins around a little bit and focuses its eyes on you. Anything else in your turn?
I was
You
like,
still have movement and a bonus action.
I'm just gonna move into up here a little bit.
Okay. You can walk in this water. It is up to about your ankle. So just a quick heads up, there is water on the right hand side here.
I'm good.
You can walk in it. It's just like a puddle or something.
I'm good. I don't want leeches or anything. I'm good.
Okay. Blink Dog number 3 is going to use its movement, get to here, and continue downwards towards the biggest thing you can see, which is Traherne. And
It's
try
now
and bite
in my
at
threat.
Traherne. Yep, you can go for it.
Use my reaction.
18 to hit. Oof.
13.
13. Yeah, you
Dead.
just, again, very quickly, as it's running past you, you just reach out your glaive, slide it across, open up a nice wound against the flank of this thing. But it's still rushing at Traherne, trying to bite the biggest thing. Looks like it's pretty hungry. Taking a bite at you, Traherne, with a 5. I'm assuming that's not a hit. It misses you very easily. You're able to move. You're getting more accustomed to this bigger form of you. You know, maybe hopping up and down, trying to figure it out. And that is all for that dog's turn. Wedge is going to try and steady himself, stand up. So he's going to use half of his movement to get up. And he's going to run in between these two. And he's going to shout to you here and Traherne. And he's going to say, don't worry about these two, I'll get them. And he's going to go for Blink Dog number, let's see, which one got hit? Number 3. With his longsword. And again, he has advantage for being within range of you guys, so that is a hit. He's going to deal 2 slashing damage, and here you're going to notice right away, he as he's slashing, he's going to, let's see, what does he have? This is going to ring very familiar to you here. He's going to finish slashing and turn the blade, and he's going to use an action surge.
Yeah.
And he's going to swing in once more. Fortunately misses the second swing as the dog ducks under it.
Who's that kid?
2 slashing. -2.
Who's that kid over there?
The rest of the Blink Dogs are going to start piling in, boys. One's going to get about here, and then teleport over to, again, the biggest thing it sees, which is Traherne.
Oof.
A bite was 17, and I believe that's a hit, correct, Traherne?
It matches, I think. Let me just double check. No, it's a hit.
Takes 7 piercing damage.
Yep.
And Blink Dog number 5 is right here. He's going to actually teleport over the wall and appear next to Orpheus because it didn't know where it was going. And Orpheus, this one's going to try and bite at you with a 16.
That's
that a
that's
hit?
a hit. That's a hit.
Okay, before I roll damage, do you want to use your reaction?
I have to take the damage for the reaction.
So you're okay. So yeah, you take 2 piercing damage.
I would like to give my reaction.
Go for it.
So I just got bite and I was like, ouch! And then I just turn over to the dog, and then I will point at him, and then you see the flame again coming out his body.
Yep, it tried to dodge out of the way, but totally failed its dexterity saving throw. Roll me damage by clicking on it in your attacks. And what level are you casting this at?
It's always the highest level for me, so level 2.
So I believe. Oh yeah, you don't have level 3 slots yet, so it is
Why
level
doesn't
2,
it?
correct?
It doesn't let me click on it.
You sure?
Yeah. Oh wait, I see it. Okay, I see it. Never mind. I lied.
12.
It should be, if it's level 2, it should be 3d10, not just 2.
Hold on, let's see.
Yeah. So the bottom number, the 8, is a 2d10, and then the top one's a 1d10.
Oh, okay, I didn't see the first one. My bad.
Yeah. Nice big damage hit to this one in front of you that just took a bite of flesh out of you.
Ah, heck that!
Definitely doesn't smell good though, as you burned the crap out of this dog.
Yeah, they stink.
It
If you're
stinks.
gonna cook it right.
Blink
I don't
Dog
think we
number
should eat this one.
6. This one's going to get to here and blink over to here, but can't reach you guys. Trahern, your turn. You got a whole bunch of blink dogs coming at you. What would you like to do?
I am going to transform into my giant hyena. And don't ask me to make a hyena noise because there's no way I can
Nope,
do that.
not going to ask you for that. I will give you a choice. So all your creatures that you can transform to are technically 4 squares large. However, while we were in the cave, you were able to transform into a direwolf in a medium size instead of a large size. The way that I'm playing this particular session with you guys, I'll give you the option. You can do either one. You can either be a large size or a medium size. And because you're a large size right now, if you choose to be a medium size, when you come out of your transform, you'll be back to your normal size.
Okay. Other than like obstructing view and things like that, is there any other downside for me staying large?
You will be able to see above things. Like if you were looking at like a 10-foot cliff, you'd be able to see above it. Other than that, not really, no, at the moment.
Okay.
Other than not being able to get into small spaces. Again, you are in gnome territory.
Yeah,
even
I'm
though
gonna-
it's much smaller.
Because of this situation, I'm gonna go medium.
Okay.
So I'll
I will.
Yeah.
You want me to drag your character token, or you're gonna move it over?
I just move it off to the edge, right? Or
Yeah. So click on Trahern Giant Hyena and click and drag it on the edge of it. I think it's the left edge. And you should be able to drag it onto the map, just like you were doing when you had the cameraman. Awesome. There you go.
Did you hide my
And-
character, or like is my HP gonna come back on my character because I have it in the little circle?
Let me see.
If not, I need to write it down.
Nope. Didn't come back.
All right, it's fine. I wrote down my HP that I lost. So I'll just calculate it in a minute. All right, so let me just put this one in really quick.
I'll tell you how much you lost.
You should
You were at
be.
full health before, right?
Yeah, I have it wrote down. I can do it in between turns. I can figure it out. I just need to get the HP from this character sheet really quick. Uh, 45. Okay. right, so that was my bonus action. So I'm gonna do my bite attack on.
Sure. Which one? You can ping it.
I'll just do the one directly to my left.
Okay. Go for it. And again, how does this hyena actually look? This is the first time you're transforming into a hyena.
Yeah, so I got it pulled up. Hopefully the stream can see it too. Pulled up this way, actually. So my hyena is actually green, like kind of mossy looking, and I have like a very spiky spine of hair kind of going back. So it almost looks necrotic, but it's not necrotic. It's just covered in moss and green, and it's very feral looking, with like really big canine teeth in the front. So if you're looking at the stream, you can see it. So like this bite is ferocious, and I just sink it into the neck of the blink dog to the left of me here.
Yep, you attempt to. Let's see if it hits.
Or the...
That's a hit. Roll me damage. Oh yeah, definitely.
Piercing.
Yeah.
Just quick question though. It says hit, and then it says 10, and then something in parentheses. So when I hit that button, is it calculating all that?
Let's say right there.
Yes.
Hover over that.
Okay.
Yeah, if you hover over the 10 piercing, it'll tell you what it rolled. So you rolled 2d6 plus 3.
Okay, cool.
And in total, with your rolls, you rolled a 2, a 5, and then a plus 3. You got 10.
Awesome. Alright, so that's 10 damage.
10 damage.
Into the neck.
Right into the neck. Anything else?
No, I'm assuming he's still up, right? So
yes. Yeah, I'll let you know when you guys kill something.
Yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
Cool. What was your... I'm gonna add your... What was your initiative originally?
It was 7.
7. Yep. All right, Blink Dog number 6 already picked up. Blink Dog 7 is gonna get to about here. Blink Dog 8 is, let's see, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's gonna teleport right next to you, Trahar. However, it used its movement, its action to dash to get closer to you guys, so it cannot attack you at the moment. And Blink Dog Alpha is going to move up and stand right in front of the group and wait for the next turn around. We are back at the top, which was Valence. Valence, you are now in the fight. You appear. Again, you see everything going on, a whole bunch of dogs attacking, a weirder dog attacking this hyena. Orpheus to your left, in the bush, trying to wrestle with a dog. You see Kahir also wrestling. Some little child in the middle of this with a big sword trying to swing it. Some crazy stuff's going on. Roll me your initiative. And make sure you click on your character token. Cool, you're in. A sword. And we're at the back at the top of the order. Blink Dog number 2, Kahir, is going to bite at you again. With the 14.
That'll hit.
And you are raging now, right?
I am raging now.
Right, half damage. You take 3. And it is your turn.
Alright, so for my action, I want to, in Sylvan, intimidate at the big dog that just entered my line of sight.
Okay. So the Blink Dog Alpha?
Yes.
Okay. So what are you doing to intimidate it?
Basically, I'm going to use a combination of my Intimidate Rage, or my Intimidate skill, the fact that I'm raging, and that I know that some animals understand the Sylvan tongue, because that's what a lot of animals of my ancestors used to communicate. Even though I don't recognize the forest I'm in, I'm assuming that these weird dogs do the same. So I am just going to roar at him and in Sylvan tell him, "You inferior being, you kneel before your new alpha."
All right, are you roaring or barking at these things?
Yes, I'm using the Sylvan tongue, but I'm basically roaring at him.
Cool. Roll me an intimidation check against this Blink Dog Alpha.
No!
Let's see.
It's a natural one.
Yeah.
I don't think. Hold on.
Do you have an advantage to intimidate?
That's what I was looking. I don't think I do, though.
Someone else in your party does, though.
I have a what?
Nope.
No,
I just have advantage on strength checks, not intimidate.
Yeah, unfortunately, this alpha looks like its mouth is watering a little bit more as you're trying to speak to it. It definitely understands you. You could tell right away that his ears perked up and looked at you, and then again the drool just comes out even more.
It's because I have a headache and I couldn't actually roar, isn't it?
Yeah, again, remember you got messed up last time. You were burnt almost to a crisp touching the.
That's
electric
true.
ball.
I haven't been fully healed. I'm not on my A game yet.
Not yet.
And, as my bonus action, though, just to kind of solidify my point, I'm going to hit Blink Dog 3 with the hilt.
So this one down here.
Yes, the one
Okay.
that I already hit.
Yep. That's a hit. Just got it. Just perfect damage to destroy this one as well. How do you want to kill it?
So without even taking off my eyes off the alpha, just trying to like hone in and keep my intimidate going, even though that I'm not impressed with my own intimidate. Just basically backhand with the hilt of the glaive and just bonk it on its head, hoping it fall
yeah.
over.
Yeah, definitely. Were you trying to do lethal damage or non?
Yes, yeah, lethal.
Yeah,
Like I could kill your pack without even looking at them.
yeah, for sure. Again, right through the skull. I guess you have. Do you have like a little blade at the end that protrudes off?
No, it's just like a weighted block on that end.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you knock the shit out of this thing. You break the skull in the center. Probably some of the bone pieces went into the brain or something because it just fell dead. Tongue rolls out of the mouth. Wedge turns to you and says, "Hey, big guy, you're not too bad." As he's bringing his sword around to strike as well. Orpheus, your turn. And Kahir, anything else before we move forward?
Nope, that's my turn.
Orpheus, you're up.
Can
You
the
just saw Kahir knock out this blink dog.
can the alpha dog see Orpheus?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna see Orpheus look over to the alpha dog and then hit Orpheus eye like glow really red, and then I'm gonna do the intimidation.
Yeah, you're gonna try the same thing as Kahir. Kahir was definitely yelling at this one over here.
Yeah, but I don't say anything. My eye just glowing very red, and it's like a bright red. I would do.
Yeah, so you're just showing this blink dog alpha the bloodlust within your
Yeah.
veins. Go for it. So you have advantage
17?
on this.
17.
I'm gonna roll a charisma check to see. Is it charisma or wisdom? Kahir, for intimidate.
I believe counter is charisma.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it's the same check as intimidate. Yeah, it's basically opposing.
All right. Orpheus, again, just like Kahir, you impose your bloodlust to this alpha dog. Except this time, while the dog's ears was up, looking at Kahir and listening to what he said, this time the ears fall down and he lowers his head, looking at you.
So does he have disadvantage against me?
You
Okay.
intimidated it.
Okay.
Probably doesn't want to bite you if it thinks you're scary.
Oh.
but
Okay.
We'll see.
I'm also gonna cast ban on the 4 dog around here. Like I guess 2. Which one is it? The four dog near me. Wait, was the red eye one action though? There was one action, right?
No, it's just an ability that you have.
Okay,
Gives you
so
advantage on your intimidation check.
No, yeah. Well, I guess
Using-
are you
that's
roll?
the
Are
ability
you
in action.
are you using the intimidation check as the action?
Yeah, the intimidate itself was an action, right?
yeah, that was
Yeah.
an action, right?
Normally, yes. That's why I'm
Yes.
asking if he's playing it as the action. Because
Yeah, I wasn't sure what Bane was, so if Bane's not a
It-
bonus action, unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to cast it.
Okay, well then, never mind. That's the end of my turn.
Alright. Wedge. Wedge is gonna try and do the same thing as here. And try and bop the next one on the head. The one directly in front of you, Kahir. And let's see, he's going to do it with that. Fortunately, he misses as well.
Yes, Pactacus. Doesn't he get
He
advantage?
does. He does. You are correct. He looks like he's about to miss, and then turns the sword, strikes true, dealing 4 slashing damage. There we go. Now I can select it. -4. And Wedge is going to look at Yuki here, and he's gonna say, "Big guy, where did you train at?" You can respond if you like.
What the hell is the island name again? Britannia?
Isle of Britannia, yeah.
The Isle of Britannia, my homeland.
He's gonna look up at you. Never heard of it, but you fight pretty good. And he's gonna rally you. So you get
Sweet.
+6 temporary HP.
Sweet.
I mean, he saw you take a couple of blows there. You're probably bleeding a little bit. Don't worry,
Oh, yeah,
big guy.
I'm about
When we're done
half health.
here, I'll bring you over to our outpost. We'll get you patched up good. By the way, we have whiskey. He whispers over to you as he's swinging his sword around.
Yeah, whiskey.
And that's his turn. Blink Dog 4 is... I think that's this one, right? Yeah. This one does not like Traherne's hyena form. Gives you a sniff, Traherne. Tries to figure out what you are. You're just another piece of meat to it, so it's going to try and bite at you. With a 15, what is your new AC?
12.
Wow.
12. You're going to take 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
Technically it's 16. All these things, as long as they're within 5 feet of each other, have advantage. These all do have... Oh no, they don't. They don't have pack tactics. Never mind. Blink Dog 5 is the one next to you. Orpheus can try and bite at your ankles as well. With a crit, unfortunately. It's going to deal 6 piercing damage. Do you have any more spell slots for Rebuke? Do you want to try another one?
Yeah, I'll do another action. Again, I'm just gonna point the thing at him. Yep.
Yeah, so your ring lights up. You snap your fingers, and this thing lights. What color flame was it again? I forget.
It's like red color.
Like a reddish. I think last
Yep.
time you said it was like a black flame, but this one's more reddish this time. Now that you're in a different area, maybe.
Snap your finger, do
Oh.
your stare.
Then it's black. I forgot. I thought if I say red, everything all my spell red, but I just say black. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's your spell. However you want it to look.
6.
That's actually 10, which
Oh.
is the exact number you needed to kill this one.
Well, he just burned through like nothing.
Again, smell is terrible. You may have to
Oh.
hold your nose for a few moments as this thing gets
Oh.
doused out.
It stink.
It stinks. Balance, you have joined
Stink.
the fight. What would you like to do? By the way, make sure you take that 6 damage, Orpheus.
I'm going to move. Hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, I'm gonna move here. then I'm going to activate my Conquering Presence.
Conquering
So-
Presence.
You can
You
use,
can
your
use
gen-
your.
Okay.
Yeah, go
You
for
got
it.
You can use your Channel Divinity to exude a terrifying presence as an action. You force each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you to make a Wisdom saving throw. On failed save, the creature becomes frightened of you for 1 minute. The frightened creature can repeat this saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on its own on success.
That's OP.
Basically, my guy just walked in the middle of everything, picked up a combat stance, and totally did a Conqueror's Hockey from One Piece.
Is that the Emperor hockey or just a regular hockey?
It's the Conqueror's Hockey. It's the one that makes everyone pass out.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So numbers 1. So 1's at the top, 2's to the right, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 wisdom checks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what does it have to be?
I think it's
What's your
DC 12.
spells? What's your spell save DC under your spells? It should be at the top right. On your character sheet, under
12.
spells. 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4 fail. So one is frightened of you, unfortunately. Only one.
You rolled stupid good this time. Damn.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You rolled
The
2
blink
natural
dog right here.
20s.
Oh, yeah. This blink dog is currently frightened of you, so on its turn, it will take all of its action to move away from you.
No, it literally doesn't move.
It cannot move out. I think it cannot move closer to the right. That's all.
Yeah. It doesn't. It
Frightened
doesn't move
condition.
away.
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within its line of sight. The creature cannot willingly move closer to the source of its fear. Gotcha.
Yeah, on actively.
Yeah, feared is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I think.
It's just like, don't fucking approach me kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Anything else on your turn? Still have movement.
I moved
Possible bonus.
30.
Okay. And possible bonus action if you want to take any bonus actions.
I don't have any bonus actions at the moment that,
Okay.
that are worth it. Unless... No, I'm not going to do that. It's not worth it.
Blink dog number 6, the one that is currently frightened of you, is going to fuck off. And is going to run directly east. It is currently out of your guys' line of sight, but it sounds like it is not happy with you, Balance. Wants to get the hell out of there. You are definitely imposing fear on this thing. Traherne, you're up in your hyena form. What would you like to do?
The only thing I know how to do, fight again.
Let's go.
Same one on the left.
Go for it. 23 is a hit. Roll me damage.
Piercing.
Close. Very close. This thing is now limping next to you and whimpering. As you rip some flesh off of it, probably toss it aside because you're a vegan. And probably sniff the air for some coffee. No, this one's about to die. Anything else in your turn?
No, that's it.
Alright, you did not kill it, but it is looking very, very weak. Blink dog number 7 is to the north. He's going to finally join the fight. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Isn't that top of the order?
No, we're at the bottom right now.
The alpha last.
3. 1, 2, 3. Valance, this one's going to come next to you and attempt to bite at your ankles.
Can I take my reaction as it leaves my threat?
Yes, you can.
Guys, I think Thorin lost in the current.
You're reckless. Give me damage. 7 slashing. So again, you just like you've been doing before. Anytime any of these creatures are past you, you're swinging out your glaive, giving it a slice, trying to knock it over. But it is still up and biting at your ankles, Valence, because it does not like your shiny armor. With a crit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's another natural
A
20.
12!
I'm rolling it on screen, boys. I'm not rolling it over here.
He's rolled 1, 2, 3 of them against me, and he rolled 19 on one of them.
I mean, you do have your Hand of Fate, sir, so don't forget that.
I mean, even if I Hand of Fated it, it would still hit me.
I know. You know your number.
Yeah. That's
So
fine.
Yep, that in total is what, 12 damage? 13 damage.
Yep.
13.
13
Wait.
piercing damage.
How's it
Yeah.
13?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're right, 12. I have to count on my
Whatever.
fingers because I'm still in school. 12 piercing damage. And it will end its turn there. Blink Dog number 8 next to Traherne. Let's see. He's actually going to turn and run away from you. You do have an opportunity of attack on this one.
Opportunity of attack when this guy came into my range.
No, only one leaving your range. Kahir has a special thing with his
Are you gonna attack back?
character where he can get an attack of opportunity when something enters and leaves.
Yeah, Polar Master lets me do it when they enter my range.
But Orpheus, you see this blink dog bolt over to you. Traherne, would you like to bite it as it's leaving?
Yeah, but just to clarify, like, does it have to say that on my sheet somewhere that I can, or is that just?
So this is player's handbook. If anything tries to
Okay.
leave your threat range, you have an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, then
You
I'll
don't have to take it, but yes.
I'll try to bite its back leg right as
Go
it's
for
trying
it.
to run away. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of these things running around. Unfortunately, it's a miss.
8.
Do you have pack tactics as a? No, you don't
I
have anything.
I don't see it on my character sheet at all, so I would assume not.
Orpheus, this thing's gonna try and bite at your shoulder. It's gonna hop up on both back legs and try and bite at you with a 21. I'm assuming that's a hit.
Yeah.
You take 4 piercing damage. And I don't think you have any more slots for Hellish Rebuke, correct?
No.
Alright. Still up?
Yeah.
Alright. Blink Dog Alpha is going to look behind and see where the hell his underling went. Let's see what it's going to do. It doesn't really care. It's going to run in at Wedge. And attempt to bite at Wedge with a devastating fail and falls prone. So this dog just runs in, maybe slides on the soft mud next to the water here, and falls prone. Where's my prone status? There it is.
Is that the alpha?
That is the alpha that just went prone. Did not go for you, Orpheus, where originally he wanted to. He's looking at Kahir and you. Blink Dog number 2 is the one next to Wedge. Let's see if he's going to attack Kahir or Wedge. He's going to attack Kahir again. With a crit. Kahir, 4 piercing damage. Luckily that was a low roll, so you take half of that, which is 2. And it is, I would say, your turn, but Thorin now enters the fray, finally. Thorin, roll me some initiative. Let's get you in on this action. 15. Nice roll. Top of the order. Kahir, what would you like to do?
I am going to take a 5-foot step. And I'm going to double attack the alpha dog that is now prone.
Go for it. Definitely, this dog looks much bigger than the rest of them. However, not too much bigger, just maybe a little bit more muscle. But yes, you have advantage. Technically, it's like double advantage because you're already reckless. Glaive, 20 is a hit. Very quickly, you can hear. You'll notice this one's a little bit faster, a little bit stronger. Weathers your blow a little bit better. Maybe moves to one side as you are about to attack it. moving your glaive a little bit further down its flank rather than hitting a vital spot, maybe on its shoulder or something. Dealing 8 damage. Go ahead and go for the rest of it, whatever else you want to do. With the hilt hit, also a hit. Roll me damage. And another 5. Again, same thing. It moves to one side as you're hitting it, moves to the other side. It doesn't look very phased by your attacks at the moment, but it is still trying to get back up. So. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right. Morpheus, your turn. Again, you have another blink dog to your right, attempted to bite at you.
So I saw Thorin walk in. I was like, there he is. He's here.
Popped right in.
And then I will the blink dot next to Drahan. I will do Eldritch Blast on that blink dot next to Drahan.
You will have disadvantage. Eldritch Blast is a range spell.
Isn't that 10 feet?
Oh, to the one
With
to your
it-
right? Yes, you're good. Go for it.
That
I
one.
thought you were talking about the one below.
No, this one, the one next to Drahan.
Go for it. If you hit it, you can kill it.
If you miss it, you hit the hyena.
Unfortunately, 8 is a miss.
Oh well,
Anything else in your turn? Bonus
At least it
action?
wasn't a crit.
that's the end of my turn. At least I
Yeah,
didn't
right.
hit a crit fail though.
Man, that crit fail would have made me so happy.
Can I like jump up in hyena form and kick it with my back leg and redirect it back towards the, the blink dog?
You only have bite.
Thor, you're up.
It's an
Finally, you
athletic
entered
check.
the fray.
All right,
Again,
so-
same thing as before. This looks very reminiscent of the cave with all those wolves attacking. Seems you guys don't have much luck with dogs recently.
Right? Shit, where am I? Like, what is going on? How long can I be fighting for?
Yeah, again, you
I'm-
see very obviously a gnome. You know what a gnome looks like. A gnome in the middle of the fray here. You are familiar with blink dogs. Most likely killing the alpha usually sends the pack packing.
See what you did there.
Right?
Go for it.
I'm just kind of looking around and I'm seeing, because of the fight that's going on, what check do I have to do to see like if any of my teammates are like badly injured? Just be like insight
Have a
or
perception check, yeah. And
because
I'll give you because again you just joined in. You can
I just popped
very
in,
quickly-
so
Yeah, you're probably just unsheathing your sword, looking around at your teammates. Yeah, so Orpheus is not looking too great. He's okay. Traherne is looking fine as a wolf or as a hyena. You're not too sure what he's changed into at the moment. Kahir is the one that's looking the most bloodied. And again, remember he was just straight up zapped before getting here. You guys did heal him back up, but he's looking a little winded. Looks like maybe he was here before everyone else, taking on these things. Valence's armor's looking super shiny at the moment.
Alright.
Did take some damage though.
I literally lost almost half my health.
That's what I said. Did take some damage. His armor's shiny, but his body underneath may not be.
Alright, so I'm kind of just looking around and I just taking a quick glance at the battlefield, and I'm gonna move myself right up next to the alpha there, and I'm just gonna take my sword and go ahead and slap it with my sword here.
Go for it. You have advantage. 14 is a hit. Roll me damage. 3 slashing.
Should have just healed someone.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, once again, just like here, you know that this alpha probably is a little bit bigger, looks a little bit bigger, is able to move a little bit faster. On the floor, it's just squirming around trying to get up, and as you bring your sword, it maybe just nicks the side of its arm or its leg, paw, dealing 3 slashing damage.
Alright, and then with my bonus action, I just kind of raise my hand that's holding the sword. I face it directly at Kahir, and I just say, here, have a little bit of health back. And you see magic just shoot from the sword directly towards him.
Here, you got some healing word.
Woohoo!
For healing. Actually, add that on. Anything else in your turn?
That's it.
All right. Wedge is going to look over to you and go, oh, an elf. What's an elf doing out here? As he's going to swing down at the one to the left, this blink dog on the left. And again, he has advantage with all these people around him. And 16 is a hit. He is doing something called a maneuvering attack. So Orpheus, you see this little child look over at you as he's swinging down and says, "Now's your chance. Run for it." Orpheus, you
What?
have an
What?
opportunity to use your movement without provoking attacks of opportunity. Wedge is doing something called a maneuvering attack. When Wedge hits a creature with a weapon attack, he can spend 1 superiority die to maneuver one of his companions to a more advantageous position. Add the
Okay.
superiority die to attack's damage roll, blah blah blah. The creature can use its reaction to move up to half its speed without provoking attacks of opportunity. So you can get out of dodge here. You can move a little bit further.
Okay, I will move 15 feet up there.
Cool.
Wait. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Is that 15 feet?
That's 10 feet.
That's 10.
You have 5
Can
more.
I climb up this wall? This ledge right here?
You can. You have spider climbs. So
Yeah, so
yeah.
I'm
This
half.
looks like
I'm,
some walls, some ruins.
Yeah, I'm
definitely
I'm
much
half-
sturdier than the cave that you were in before.
Alright, so you can see off here, just like standing sideways on the ledge of the rock.
I'm just gonna put a little symbol there to remind myself that you're currently about 5 feet up on this wall. And let me roll his superiority die damage. And he's gonna deal 9
Whoa.
to the one on the left.
Nice.
But that dog is still up. It is definitely whimpering and limping, just like the one next to Traherne. Blink dog number 4, which is the one next to Traherne, is going to bite back at you, Traherne. Did I not click it?
I didn't see it.
There we go. 13.
Yeah, my AC's 12.
All right, 7 piercing damage to you, Traherne,
Oh, I forgot.
as it bites into your maybe your left leg.
The hind leg.
Yeah, attempting to get you off of it. Balance, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the alpha.
Go for it.
I think you have advantage.
I do.
You.
Yeah.
is.
He prone. He
That's a
prone.
hit. Let's see this big damage. Are you smiting or no?
I am smiting.
Kabam! What's the total?
24.
Holy. Yeah, this one does not. It definitely doesn't dodge it in time. As they are bringing down this huge divine and necrotic powered lance, dealing a hell of a lot of damage to this thing. You almost blow out its whole back leg as you're piercing through, and I think you explained it before. Your coalescing energies rising through as your concussive blast goes off with your divine smite. Definitely lets out a big whimper and looks at you. You could feel it piercing through your helmet, looking at you directly into your eyes. Again, just like Kahira could see, its eyes change from yellow to red very quickly, and then back to yellow. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Traherne, your turn. You have 2 dogs around you, both of them limping, bleeding, whimpering. Probably
Alright.
if you bit one of these and were able to hit, you'd probably kill at least one of them.
Yep. So, Traherne in the hyena form does like the hyena howl, and it's kind of like one of those like anime split screens, you know, where it shows the face of the enemy and the person attacking. And I like lunge forward into the other side of the neck of the blink dog to my left with bite.
Go for it. It's a hit. Most likely damage. Gonna kill. Oh yeah, definitely killed it. How do you want to kill it?
Well, he's already missing like a huge chunk of meat from the other side, and so basically I
You
just
definitely
completely
spit out because you're a vegan.
yeah, I did. definitely. I had to walk over, get some water, wash out my mouth a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like you would see the hyena like.
but like literally like his it's just completely decapitated, and I yeah, it's dead. It falls to the ground. I'm spitting out blood because it's gross.
Hell yeah, you definitely do that.
Okay.
And I also have a secondary effect. So when a hyena reduces a character or creature to 0 hit points with a melee attack, on its turn, the hyena can take a bonus action to move up half its speed and make a bite attack.
Go for it.
So I'm going
So again,
to.
you can choose not to move and still do your attack if you like. If you want to kill the blink dog to your backside
Yeah,
as well.
I want to go to Blink Dog 2.
Wait a minute.
And then after
you
your
just
attack, you
bite?
can move after that.
Yeah,
Didn't bite isn't a melee attack though, is it?
It
Yes.
is.
it's my only attack.
Melee
yes.
range
It's
is
5 foot
basically
range.
the definition
Okay.
of melee
It's
attack.
called a melee weapon attack on the sheet.
That's
Okay.
definitely a
22.
hit. Oh yeah, you
8.
kill this one too. Same thing? Just
Same
ripping
thing.
heads off?
Yep, decapitated.
Fucking ripping heads off over here.
So my question is does that proc again for a
Yeah.
third time
We keep going.
or second time?
No, because you only have one bonus action.
Exactly.
Oh, that one doesn't. Oh, okay.
Even though it says nothing about a bonus action in the sheet.
The hyena can take a bonus action to move up at half its speed and make a bite attack. So correct. Here's correct. You've
Oh
already
yeah,
used your
okay, I
bonus.
see it. Yep, it says bonus. All right, we're good.
Yeah, again,
Alright.
this one rip its head off as well, falls limp to the floor.
Sorry guys, no pentakill.
Again, you see Traherne just hawking up some blood and I don't know, skin from this thing.
Yeah. Can I use movement?
Hyena number 6 is the one that is afraid of you, Valence. It's gonna continue running. It's actually just gonna leave. It's totally off.
It's like fucking
He's
back.
back.
I'm
Like
out.
running.
Holy shit, I'm out. That scary guy in the armor. Don't like that guy. I'm out. However, the one in front of you, let's see. They don't like Traherne at the moment. Yeah, this one's gonna run past you, Valence. And Doran, you both have attacks of opportunity against this blink dog if you like to take it.
Of course.
Going after Traherne, who's killing all of its friends. So you
What
guys
direction
have
is it
multiple,
taking?
weapon attack. Going from here to here.
So through Valence space, below Wedge.
Yeah. So no. Yeah, you're correct. So you would have.
So I will also take my
attack as well.
reaction. Yep.
Doran, you're a hit.
Although technically, no, I can't because he didn't leave my threat range.
True.
Oh wait, yeah, he did. He entered my range because he was 15.
Yeah, he went this way and then this way. So
So yeah, so he would have
whether he's
entered.
leaving or entering, you basically do have an attack of opportunity here. So Valence, you can roll as well, and Kahir.
Oh, an attack.
Thorin
Yeah,
do
this
2.
one left your range.
Thorin do 2 damage.
Yeah, I did too.
Valence, you're a hit as well. Bam.
12.
Kahir, you also hit with a crit. Yeah, you guys destroy this thing. So let's see where the killing blow would have been. Killing blow would have been with Valence.
That's
Valence,
so
how do you wanna kill
depressing.
this?
Oh, hey, you have a crit, and you rolled a
But
1
you
on your
missed.
damage.
I mean, you guys literally. I mean, this is how it looks, right? You all are doing the reaction at the same time. All of you literally stick this shit out of this thing as it's running by.
Just a
we
bunch of
high- we
butcher.
Basically, Mika here just high load this thing and just cut it in half.
Just a bunch of
Exactly.
butcher on this road.
So yeah, this thing just gets chopped up to pieces, falls dead to the floor, totally dead.
You see Alfia just laughing over here.
Blink dog number 8. You're laughing. This blink dog is gonna run up and jump and attempt to bite at your butt as you're climbing up. It's gonna go up on its hind legs and it can reach you. It is about 4 feet tall while it's on 4s, so you would think about double. Can definitely reach you. It's gonna reach you though with a disadvantage.
That's a miss.
Unfortunately, and Alpha, who is currently on the ground, is going to stand up. And let's see, who doesn't he like? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1.
I declare a thumb war.
I was about to say it too.
Kahir
I'm
is going to
afraid.
bite at you with a devastating. Oh no, it has advantage. You are reckless.
Yep, I am reckless.
4 piercing, which is round down to 2. Or put in half, not round down. However, it is your turn, Kahir. This one This alpha is biting at you, but definitely not looking too great. What would you like to do?
In Sylvan, he's gonna taunt and just kind of say, "You should have listened when I yelled."
As soon as you speak in Sylvan again, its ears went up. You can definitely tell now that this dog is understanding what you're saying.
Okay.
Lowers his head and growls at you. 19's a hit. Oof. 14. Still up.
And then I will spin the glaive and with the weighted end, hit it with the hilt.
Go for it. Another hit. Not enough. Still up.
It's my turn.
It is still up, sir. All right, Orpheus. Again, you have this other blink dog that followed you. You're scurrying up this wall. The wall's about 10 feet tall, so you can stand on top of it if you like.
No, I'm gonna
Get out
stay
of the threat
inside.
range of the blink dog, but it will try and bite at you if you leave the threat range.
No, I'm standing just like hanging sideways because I can just walk on my my leg. I will turn around and then use my dagger stab at the blink dog below me.
Go for it. Your dagger does not light up as you're trying to attack it. Just a
Yeah,
little thing there.
it's just a regular dagger with
Regular,
the
yeah, it's a
beautiful
regular magical dagger at the moment.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, 8 is a miss. Anything else? Bonus action? Movement?
Nope. That's all.
Alright. Thorin, your turn. You have the alpha in front of you. Blink dog chasing Orpheus up a wall. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna stick on the alpha right here, so I'm gonna cast my Sacred Flame.
Dexterity save. $14.
It's a miss.
Just say-
Alright. Anything else?
And then for my bonus action, I'm also still gonna. I'm just looking where I can hear it. I'm gonna cast another healing word onto him.
Go for it. Another 4. Yeah, remember, healing word is ranged. It's only a 1d4
Yes.
plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Cure wounds would definitely be much more effective if you have it slotted. But you would have to get in melee range.
Yep.
All right.
Quick question
Any
though.
movement? Go ahead. Sorry. What's your question?
What does it mean when a creature intimidated during battle?
It's up to the DM's discretion for the most part. You
Okay.
can correct me if I'm wrong, Zeph.
Usually, it equates to the frightened status, so the same thing as Valence's aura.
So it just have disadvantage against Orpheus. That's it, right?
Yeah. So
Right.
anything that it would try and
Okay.
do to you probably wouldn't want to move towards you, or if it did attack you, would probably have disadvantage
Okay.
mechanically. But again, I without actually having a skill that imposes the actual frightened status, there are going to be times where something may be afraid of you but won't have disadvantage.
Okay.
All right. Depending on the intelligence of the creature.
Okay.
Doran, anything else? Movement?
Nope, that's my turn.
All right. Let's see if Wedge can kill it. Come on, Wedge.
Do it.
He's going to do a...
Sticking with the pointy
He's going to
end.
do another maneuvering attack.
With the pointy end.
Unfortunately, he missed. Actually,
Wait, he had the pack tactic.
he has pack tactics. He hits. And he's going to advise Thorin that if Thorin, you want to move, you can. He's giving you the opportunity to do so.
Thanks,
So,
little guy.
oh, he's killing this thing. Holy.
16.
16. He brings down the final blow on this blink dog with his two-hand sword. He actually looks pretty skilled with it. Right now, originally when he picked it up, it was a little heavy for him, but now he's twirling it around, brings it directly down on its head, cleaving its head off. This alpha is gone, dead.
Good job, little guy.
Thorn, you can move at the moment if you would like to move closer to the other blink dog, or if you want to stay there. That is totally up to you. You have half your movement at the moment before the end of Wedge's turn.
I wouldn't be able to go through Cohere or Wedge, right? So
You can. Wedge is a small creature. Actually, let me double check. I'll tell you right now.
You say
He
4 feet,
is a
right?
small humanoid, so you can step over Wedge, basically.
Just
so
over.
I'd go up to there. Would be my half speed.
Yes.
Wait, are you wearing pants or are you free balling on him?
You just step over him.
I thought the pack would disperse when we killed the pack leader.
Say that again?
Thought you said the pack disperses when we killed the pack leader.
It's not the blink dog's turn yet. It is your turn.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm gonna end him then.
One left. Go for it.
Pretty sure I can go that far.
Oh yeah, you definitely
Hmm.
can. You have reach as well too, so
Yeah.
Well, another guy step over Wedge.
yeah, very easily you can just like run right past him.
Web was just like, what
He's
are
only
you
3 feet
doing?
tall.
Oh,
Some
3
of these
feet.
guys are 6 feet tall. Like Balance here are pretty big.
There. Attack.
That is a hit. Let's see. Close.
14.
14. Yeah, I mean this thing's on. Looks again very beat up. This was the first time it actually got hit, so you open up a nice wound on its side. But it is not dead yet. Close though. Anything else in your turn?
No, I'm good.
Traherne, Mr. Blink Dog Decapitator. Can you do it again?
Hiya!
That's
Oh,
it. You roll.
nice.
You roll 8 or better on damage. You can remove this
There we
one's
go.
head. Oh!
There you go.
8 on the dot. Let's go.
Another head.
Yeah,
I take a bite at his 2 front legs to make it collapse down, and I just like go down the back of its neck and open up its arteries.
Again,
Really,
Open up
really
artery.
violent. This is a very violent vegan.
Right?
pretty much.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna use my movement to go over here and wash my
That's a-
mouth out of the
That's a
way.
very aggressive way of saying stop, eat meat.
I mean, you'd
He's
think
a
a
VG,
vegan.
okay?
You'd think a vegan would be a little more humane with their killing of animals.
Wedge is currently pointing his sword at you, Traherne. What the
Okay.
hell is that thing? What is that?
I don't know. We should
It's a
kill it.
companion.
I'm just kidding.
Traherne just kind of looks up. He's like salivating, but it's like reddish color because all the blood.
Wedge kind of looks around for a moment. What happened to that big dude? The really big dude.
That's him. But more importantly, here, and Kahir pours a mug of the what was it, the Griffin or the Manicore brew from the tavern, and he hands the cup to Wedge. You deserve this, little guy.
Do you have something important to it? Like maybe an empty?
Yeah, I've got an empty,
vial?
I've got a couple of empty tankards from the.
Cool. Are you sure?
Yeah,
What, is he a druid or a shapeshifter?
I guess he does it. He did it once before.
Okay, I'll trust you guys. You guys definitely can handle yourselves. Puts his sword away, grabs the ale, gives it a good sniff. He definitely doesn't look like he's old enough to drink, but I don't think your culture here really cares.
Nope. If he can fight, he can drink.
Yeah, for sure.
And
No,
and
he-
with
he
it,
looked-
when he's looking at it, I'm just gonna pick him up by the scruff of it, like the back of his shirt, and I'm gonna place him on my my shoulder, and be like,
Whoa!
"Show us to your village."
He dribbles down just the tiniest little bit of ale and gets upset. Oh man!
That's okay. I got more.
Drinks it down. Let's give him a con save. Fuck.
You guys look over at Traherne, and he's like gagging
He's good.
and vomiting
Drinks
up.
like a champ.
He's like gagging and vomiting from all the meat that he had to bite into, and he's trying to wash his mouth out by the water.
Yeah. So again, battle's over. You guys have successfully destroyed the Blink Dogs. You guys will continue the conversation with Wedge in a few minutes, get some information, be able to search this immediate area, see if anything's around after the break. So 5-minute break. Let's let everyone use the restroom and stuff, and we'll come back in 5 minutes.
And we're live.
All right, welcome back. Again, the party just felled a whole bunch of blink dogs, and you guys are currently hanging out with someone named Wedge, who is currently on top of Kahir's shoulders as Kahir is still raging.
Oh, yellow.
So Wedge is already in conversation with you guys, but he's going to talk to you guys a little bit. So, did you guys just like plop in here? There's no one that could sneak up on me. How'd you guys get here? You guys just like magically appeared.
Ow, yeah,
By the way,
butthole.
Nice
I'm just
to meet
kidding.
you all. My name's Wedge. I have a last name too, but I don't even know how to pronounce it correctly in common. He actually attempts to try. Kill a well, you could just call me Wedge. Kahir, Valence, and Orpheus. This thing looks literally like a small child with a weird shaped head. Thorn and Traherne. This is very clearly a young gnome, maybe about 30 or 40 years old. Still quite young for a gnome to be out on its own, or let alone being in battles. But he seems pretty nice. Kahir, he drops off your shoulder, hands you back your mug. Thanks, big guy. Goes to shake your hand. My name's Wedge.
Using 2 fingers, I'll take his hand and shake, and then put the mug away.
Goes up to each of you to shake your hand and introduce himself.
When he go to
Thanks for your help
Orpheus,
there. I'm pretty sure I could have taken it myself.
this is the first time Orpheus see a gnome, right? Orpheus, like, the anime one, the one that like he dashes around like all over the corner to inspect the small creature. That's what Orpheus
You're
doing.
like,
Yeah,
I leave his arm on, look at his armpit, smell it, and everything.
he'll probably look at you kind of weird. You'd have to literally get on all fours to like smell his arm.
Yeah,
He's
literally,
tiny.
I'm on all four doing that.
So Theron looks at
Does this
Wedge.
one transform into dogs too? Pointing at Orpheus. Nice to meet you all. Are you all
I'm not
elves?
sure about him.
Are you guys all elves? You
So-
two, and he points at Kahir and Orpheus, look kind of ugly for elves.
Me no
Nice.
elf. What an elf.
So Theron looks at Wedge and goes, "No, only me and the furry one over there are elves. But Master Gnome, you fight well. Do you know where we are?"
Yeah, for sure. We're in the west part of the Great Forest.
The Huza Forest?
The Great Forest. Great Forest is home of the gnomes. The tree gnomes.
Oh.
He blankly blinks at you guys a couple times.
Me not think we're in Terra no more.
What's a Terra?
That where me
Sometimes I
come
get
from.
a Terra in my pants and my shorts. When I run through bushes too fast.
No. That'd be homeland, not you ripping stuff.
Anyway, guys, it's kind of dark and it's still dangerous territory. I don't know if there's any more blink dogs around. We shouldn't be out this far. What are you all doing here?
We're looking for you. Can
Look
you
for
take us to
me?
elders? Well, you're elders.
Elders. And he sits there and looks at you guys when you said elders. Again, you guys are very clearly in Niflheim. Thorin, Traherne, I don't know if you give these guys any information of whereabouts.
I can't talk, so
Niflheim you are. Yeah, again, you can't talk as
Yeah.
well. I'm going to bring you guys over to the map of Niflheim and give you guys a very
Like the
clear
middle part.
picture of where you are. So I'll ping it here and let me shift it. So if you guys zoom in, you'll be able to see the Western Outpost. This is the actual location you are now. You're about a little bit west of the Western Outpost. The big C or big stamp in the middle is the Old Tree, which is the capital of the gnomes. Again, Traherne and Thorin, you guys will know about the Old Tree. Traherne, you are more towards the east of the forest, the Great Forest, of this direction. Right now, you're on the direct west of the Great Forest here.
Yep.
Maybe about a half a day, no, more than that. Probably about a full day's travel to the Old Tree.
Right.
maybe more. So that's currently where you guys are in Niflheim. And again, Thorin and Trahern, you guys know this
So
information quite well.
yeah, I'm gonna walk up to the group. I can't really talk, so I'm just gonna take my paw and draw a couple symbols into the dirt. One's just gonna be like the shape of a tree, and then the one next to it is just like a simple like box with like a roof to symbolize like a house or a home. Um, to see if the group understands what I'm trying to say.
What's he doing?
That I have no idea.
I have
But
no
Sounds like a
clue.
weird friend.
Master Gnome, do you live around here? Where do you live?
No, I don't live here. I live, well, technically I'm on patrol. I'm a scout for the Western Outpost. I do report to the Elder Gnomes, though, now that you mention it. There is, and he begins to list out all the gnomes, the Elder Gnomes. There isn't just one elder. Well, if you're going from youngest to oldest, there is Danalee, the sorceress. She's creepy and quite scary when she's angry. Drumdeer, the seer, he's a little strange too, but mostly he just falls asleep mid-conversation. It's kind of weird. His eyes just roll back and he snores. I think he's a druid of sorts too. He always has twigs attached to him and he's bugs crawling all over. It's kind of weird. Freaky a little bit. And then grandfather Tally, the Grand Wizard. No, he's not my grandpa. We just call him grandpa because, well, he's like super old. Like 750 years old. Oh, by the way, you guys aren't supposed to be allowed into the Western Outpost, but I'll take you guys over. Let's see if we can sneak you in, maybe. You guys want to come? Maybe tend to your wounds, get some drinks, some food. Hey, big guy, we got whiskey there, too.
Yeah, you want some whiskey?
Hearn walks
Is the
over
Western
to.
Outpost hostile to non-gnomes?
Well, we're on pretty good terms with elves, looking at you, Thorin. Not that, we weren't on good terms, but usually we don't let outsiders into a military outpost. But I can't leave you guys out here by alone. The Blink Dogs will eat you. This is only just some of them. We're in Blink Dog territory, more towards the western part of the outpost. Probably shouldn't be out this far. I was just doing my patrol when I heard something. And I came over. By the way, you guys might want to search the area before we leave. Blink Dogs like to bury stuff. And he
What
kind of sits down, opens up a ration, and begins to eat.
what kind of stuff, little guy?
What kind of check would it be?
Well, Blink Dogs usually just whatever they find off of travelers and stuff. I found a couple of things that are useful. Sometimes it's just pure crap in there, though. Maybe like a scabbard or something from a short sword. But you won't know unless you go check. Being that there was an alpha out here, maybe there is a lot of stuff out. You have to go check yourself. And you guys can search around. It's a pretty big map. It is nighttime, so don't wander off too far. Wedge kind of sits down. Looks like it's probably clear. Everyone can roll me perception checks to make sure that the area is clear. And then investigation checks if you are actually actively looking for something, whether you're looking up in trees, down in bushes, on the ground, looking on top of the wall. Let me know what you're doing. Kahir and Thorin, with your perception checks, nothing of hostile in the area. Pretty clear night. You can hear maybe owls. So on. Valence, you did investigation. Crit. Valence. To your northeast, you see something glinting in the moonlight. Hang on one second. I'll give you a ping. Around here.
Okay. I'm gonna head that way. Okay. There we go.
Let's see. Kahir, 10. Don't really see too much. You do see the tracks that were left by the Blink Dogs of where they came from. They definitely came from the north where Valence is heading to. Thorin, you're not too sure. I think you're more in awe of being back home. Definitely feeling much better. You were in a really strange place for like the last 3-4 days, thinking about how you can get home. Now that you're back in Niflheim, you're probably thinking of thoughts of your family and being back at home, thinking of your brother maybe, all these different thoughts rushing to your head now that you're not in danger.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to do another check now that I'm up here?
No, you can very clearly see a hole where the glinting object was. If you want to stick your hand in there, you let me know what you want to do. Orpheus,
Sure.
perception again. All you see is what's around you. And yeah, I'll give you what you find in a second. Balance. Investigation check, same thing. You see Valence walk over. His armor shiny. He's looking at a shiny thing on the floor. But Valence is the one that is going to stick a hand in. Valence, you find the following things.
Orpheus's soul. Oh,
There is a bunch of things in there, so it's going to take a few minutes to pull everything out. So if you want to like maybe sit down or put your sword away or your
Yep.
lance away
put my
and start
lance away.
pulling all
put
these
it
things
down.
out.
Yep.
So again, it looks like a really shitty hole that was dug out, maybe by the dogs, and they just kept throwing stuff in there. Again, blink dogs are hoarders, so if they find stuff that's like shiny or whatever they can pick off of someone that's maybe traveling, because they what they do is they'll grab something and they'll blink away and hide. Usually they don't do it to travelers, but they have been very aggressive lately, as probably Thorin and Traherne would know. You wouldn't know. You're not too familiar with these things. Wedge just told you that they like to bury things. So you find all of the following: small bag of coins. So I need you to roll me 2d20. The first roll is going to be gold. The second roll is going to be silver. So do /roll space 2d20. Or you could do d20 twice. So the first number is gold. You have 13 gold, 12 silver in the bag.
Okay.
Bladed boomerang. The boomerang is a ranged weapon, and any creature proficient with a javelin is also proficient with this weapon. Looks well crafted, hardened wood and light metals with two blades fixed on outstretched from the handles. Feels well balanced, and it whistles while it flies. Special, on a miss, the boomerang will return to the thrower's hand. On hit, it must be retrieved as a bonus action, melee range, or after combat.
Okay.
You also find a simple fox mask made out of clay and hide. Fits any small or medium creature, worth about 10 gold. It's a simple mask and it will hide any creature's face from anyone attempting to recognize them if they're wearing like a hooded cloak. So if you're covering the back of your head, this will cover the front of your face. It gives us DC of 15 investigation check for anyone trying to recognize who's behind the mask. Also, lastly, you find a magical item, Bracer of the Quick. It's a leather band, a depiction of a lightning bolt on it, which lights up briefly when you begin combat. Gives advantage to initiative rolls to the wearer.
Given that.
No other attunements required, and it does not count as armor, so you can still wear this while you have your armor, or if you had any restrictions to having armor on, this doesn't apply. You can wear this as well.
Nice.
And that is all you find in there.
I'm gonna start wrapping that around my wrist.
My
Orpheus is watching you as you're probably putting on this brace and maybe counting out the gold.
Mm-hmm.
Orpheus, do you ask him what he found?
What do you find over there?
Just a little bit of money, a mask, and this little bracelet. But definitely feels really comfortable on my wrist, so I'm keeping that.
A mask? Can I borrow the mask?
Maybe. What do you have to offer me?
Well, I have some Bling Dog blood with me. I just collected a minute ago. Wanna try? It's still warm.
Roll me a survival check.
It's been in my in my pants the whole time. It's still warm.
Roll me a survival check. Let's see if you actually did collect some blood.
I typed it out earlier.
Womp womp.
No, you did. You got a little vial of blink dog blood. Maybe you
it's
put it
still
in.
warm. It's in my
dirty.
pants. It's in my butt the whole time. It's warm.
Definitely. I think I'm good without that. Thank you.
Uh,
Although, No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
So Wedge, tell me, is blink dog meat good to eat?
He kind of looks at you like, we have better stuff at the Outpost. You don't have to eat dog. I mean,
Well,
did you smell what that thing smelled like when that guy, and he points at Orpheus, set it on fire? It smelled really bad.
Yeah, but he's not very good cook, so I
Yeah, but
wasn't gonna
you ever smell
attest to that.
wet dog? Wet dog smells nasty.
That true. Okay. You tell me what tastes good and me harvest some.
What are you doing, Treherne?
Roll perception. I get +3 in my form. I don't know how to roll for the extra 3.
It's alright. You can just tell me. So 20, what are you looking
Uh,
for?
I'm just looking in this area to see if there's any more like burrows or like freshly dug dirt. in
You
this
see
vicinity.
a small mouse run by.
Okay.
If you were in your human form, maybe you can speak with animals, see if there's anything nearby, but at the moment you're a hyena, it very quickly scurries away from you in fear.
Okay.
This is
So
definitely I mean, you know where you are.
Mhm.
You are on the western side of the Great Forest. You're pretty familiar
Right.
with the animals here. Its dangers, its non-dangers, what is constituted as a safe area, um, more developed areas, more of the woodland forest, which is what the areas that you're in now. Again, you have all this knowledge, but you're a transformer at the
little
moment.
guy.
Perception
Oh,
with your +3 to 20. Again, nothing immediately in the area, nothing harmful. Whatever Valence found was probably everything. Usually the alpha will take all the things and put it somewhere.
Okay.
The alpha takes everything. You know, the blink dogs hierarchy is the alpha, the female, and then the rest. And everyone will give whatever it finds to the alpha, and the alpha will either take its portion and give the rest to the female or someone else, or it will bury it for later. In this case, I think Valence has found the alpha's hole, or it's buried cash.
so little guy. Do all dogs in this region blink like that?
He looks up at you. He's tiny. He's 3 feet tall. Say that again.
Yeah. So do all dogs in this region blink around like that?
You sure you're not an elf? He's looking
No.
at your face, your facial features, your ears. You
Uh,
smell weird.
I was just gonna show
You
him my
smell like
fang. I'm gonna show
blood.
him my I'm show him my fang. I just joke at him. I was like,
What is that? You
my
look like a
teeth.
bat.
Not
Why
a
do you
bat.
have bat feet? Bat fangs.
Bat. No, I'm human.
Kahir quickly looks at his feet.
So we are. Are you taking us to the Western Outpost?
Yeah. Let's go.
It's
You guys
it's
ready to
getting
go?
dark over here. Yeah, it's getting dark. Getting cold outside too, and I don't like to be outside in the dark. Mom said it's dangerous outside in the dark.
Balance, you heading back to the group to either share what you found or put everything away and listen in and see where you guys are going to next.
Yeah, move down.
Treherne goes up
As
to.
you walk down Kahir, you definitely notice the glinting of the boomerang blade that that Valence found. Maybe Valence, you put it at your side or was tying in your
Nope,
satchel as
I put
as
it
you were
underneath
walking
my
forward.
cape on the center of my back. You can't see it.
I mean, if you're actually trying to hide it, yeah, that's fine. You'll
I don't
probably
care.
not want to keep it back there, though. You might want to put it maybe in your
Yeah,
satchel.
yeah. When I want to throw it at something.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. No. I pull it out and I show it. I show that as well as the mask. Do I know what these things do?
I mean, the boomerang, obviously, you're pretty familiar with all martial weapons. You have proficiency with almost everything. However, I think you have ability. Do you have anything that you can do at ranged?
I have a javelin at the moment.
Yeah, so you would be proficient with this. Anyone that's proficient with a javelin can use this boomerang. Kahir can definitely use it. He's out of javelins as well.
No, I got 2 left. I got 2 more on my back.
You do?
One
I thought you
one
were
of
out.
them one of them broke, right? In the cave?
Yeah, I started with 4. I threw
Oh,
2,
okay.
retrieved 1, threw that one, and then it broke. So I'm down to 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we were talking about if you ran out of javelins.
Yeah, if I ran out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyone that's proficient with javelin, even intelligent tooltip, will be able to use this boomerang. It's basically an unlimited javelin. You would have to go and retrieve it, and if you miss, it will come back to you. That's what it is. The mask, again, yes, you can very obviously tell. The only thing that you'll have to attune to, which you're already beginning to, is the leather bracer.
Mhm.
Actually, you don't have to. It says no attunement required.
Yeah.
You feel a little bit faster with it on. The clay mask is not magical by any means. You inspect it. Actually, roll me an inspection check on it, or investigation check,
I was gonna say inspection check.
to see if you can notice anything. No, just looks like a plain mask. Looks like it could be tied off in the back so that it stays firmly on the face.
I'm gonna use my roll.
So change that number.
To 19.
Okay, so Valance is twisting fate here, using his hand of fate to change his roll of investigation from 16 to a 19, which he rolled at the beginning of the session. Valance with a 19, you notice some small inscriptions on the bottom of the mask, around the chin area where their chin would be. Is anyone proficient in Thieves' Cant?
No.
If you don't know what it is, you're not proficient in it.
I can
Okay.
read it.
Some
I
some
can read
scratchings.
it.
There's some
could-
scratchings at the bottom.
I can
Orpheus
read it though.
You can't-
No,
I mean, do you show him
Thieves'
the
Cant is not a
scratching?
language.
It is not a language. It is a code.
Nope.
A code that would have to be deciphered somehow.
Deciphered by a thief or a rogue.
Yes.
There's actually a lot of really cool Lord of Thieves.
Yep. This is possibly a mask used to steal from people. You're not too sure. Again, it definitely hides your face, and it's in the form of a fox. Has like little fox ears, just kind of painted in like an orange.
Okay. So we could ask in town if we wanted to.
Yeah, you're not too sure where it came from.
Traherne
Yeah, this is
signals
kind of a
to
strange place
Wedge.
to you. Sorry, before you get his attention, Kahir, Orpheus, and Valance.
Mhm.
All the sounds here, like even the owls, sound off. You look around, maybe you'll see a weird insect that you've never seen before flying around. Maybe it has way too many wings or too many eyes for it to be an animal that you've noticed from your world.
Mhm.
Everything's weird, even the leaves. Things that should maybe be brown is yellow. Things that should be green is blue. Everything's a little strange here.
We're definitely not in Kansas no more.
Go ahead. Sorry. Who was calling out
No,
to
you're
Wedge?
good. I signal to Wedge, like with my head, as like a signal that he can jump on
He
my
very
back if
quickly
he wants
moves
to.
next to Thorin and bumps into Thorin as you're trying to get his attention.
Okay.
What's it doing? Is it going to eat me? Please
I'm
tell
like
it not
trying
to
to.
eat me.
I'm like trying to. I kind of like get hunkered down like on my two front and kind of like nod my head as like a sign that he can get on my back to ride if he wants to.
No, he not trying to eat you. Look like
He
he
looks
wanted
up
you
at
to
you,
ride him.
Kahir. Smells Traherne. Kahir, remember that wet dog smell?
Uh-huh.
We should probably get him a bath when we get back. And he hops up. He tries to hop up to get back up on your shoulder.
I just kind of put my arm out and let him kind of climb up and hoist him up.
Yeah, he very easily just climbs up. The only reason why I was hopping up is because he couldn't reach your hand, your arm. You're much taller than he is. But now that you've actually like lowered your arm, he very easily climbs up. He's a tree gnome. He's able to climb very well.
How big is he? How big is
3
Traherne?
feet tall. Oh, Traherne. Traherne, when he shapeshifts, he can choose to be either medium or large. So Traherne, how big are you at the moment as a
Medium.
hyena?
Medium.
Medium, like 5 feet tall, standing up on all fours.
Yeah, I guess.
Slightly bigger than the blink dogs, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're heading out. I mean the Western
Lead the
Outpost.
way.
Yeah, let's go this way, and he's gonna point you where to go here. He's just gonna
Yeah.
basically
Yep.
point.
I could
It-
use
it's-
a
I'll
good
follow
rest.
his direction.
Stuff around
Looks
here
like-
weird.
I said I could use a good rest.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so you guys head out.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
All right. Again, it is the dead of night. Along the way, Wedge is speaking to you guys, telling you about the elder gnomes that basically he reports out, or the all the outposts. There's probably a couple of different ones. This one's the western outpost that he's bringing you to. All get orders from the elder gnomes. There are other hierarchies of gnomes within the city, but everyone always listens to the gnomes, the elder gnomes. They're the most wisest, the oldest out of all the gnomes in the city. Thorin, in particular, Traherne, you probably wouldn't know this information, but Thorin, you probably would. The Gnomish capital, which is called the Old Tree, does have offices for other races to come and settle disputes and debts. If, for example, if an elf comes and commits a crime while in Gnomish territory, the elves will send a representative from their lands to go and collect their prisoners, fight on their behalf, find out what happened, research, and then either bring them back to their lands to reprimand them or speak with the gnome elders about what to do about the situation. So this is just some of the information that you would know. The gnome elders definitely hold a lot of power, but they're not like the top of the chain. It's just everyone respects and understands that they're probably the most knowledgeable out of all the gnomes. And he's telling you about Danilee, how she's so scary when she gets mad. Her veins pop out on her head. He's very scared of her. She shoots magic out of her wand. He can't do magic. He's like, I can't do magic. He tries and doesn't do anything. He tells you about Drumdeer constantly falling asleep. He's super old. He's never seen a druid shapeshift before, but he says, that one could probably shapeshift, but would probably be really old. And then he talks about Grandfather Tally, who he admires, being the oldest and the wisest of all the elder gnomes. Do you guys tell him about anything in regards to the crystal, the adventure, what you guys are doing, why you're going to see the gnome elders?
Nope. They will still tell them.
Kahir will ask him. He'll be like, as he's talking, he's like, "Have you seen any shadow rifty thingies or heard of anything?"
Shadow rifty thingies. That's a weird question. There was some really crazy stuff going on. I'll tell you what I know. But first, we need a game plan. I need a way to get you guys in without me getting in trouble. Again, outsiders not really welcomed in the outpost, but you guys are hurt. We gotta get you some food and stuff. Let's see. And he stops you all for a moment. You guys are about maybe 5 minutes out from the outpost. You can probably see it from here. Put you guys on a map here, or not a map, but a transition screen. This is the Gnomish outpost, how it looks from above. Let me lower the music so I can speak a little bit. And he continues. He says, let's see. Okay. No, that won't work. How about I tell them you're all my relatives? Cousins, maybe. And he grins slyly. What, you don't think they'll believe me? Looking at Orpheus, who's laughing at him.
Funny you say that because that's always my trick.
Usually works.
Usually.
Probably won't work, though, if you guys are elves. They'll see through that. I'm not an elf. All right,
Sao
let's
we-
do this.
Sao quy được vào giờ sai?
Orpheus, roll me 1d5. Let's see who he points to.
5.
What'd you roll?
Five.
5. You. He points to you. Let's do this. Pretend that you're hurt. Maybe your leg or something. Orpheus, you want to participate in this? He wants you to
Sure.
pretend you're hurt. Roll me a performance check. See how good at acting you are.
Ow! 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 Hurt!
Traherne walks
Even
over.
though that is a crit fail, he is laughing hysterically at you at how bad this performance is.
Traherne
not
walks
hurt
over
your
and just
feelings.
nips very lightly at his leg. Not like doesn't really hurt him, but just like enough to make him like feel it.
Scream
so
out.
that
Yeah. All right, so now you have an advantage. You roll a 20 with the assistance of Traherne. We'll change that roll over to the advantage and give you the. So I mean, very obviously, you definitely look like you're pretending. Ow, that hurts. Maybe you're
That's
saying.
hurt.
As Traherne comes over and literally bites maybe your toe or something, and now that actually does hurt.
I was like,
Maybe you
ow!
scream out
This
in
actually
pain.
hurts!
He laughs again and says, "Yeah, that works. And I'll tell him how I swooped in and killed all the blink dogs and saved you all." And he grins lightly. And then he continues, "And you all say that you're just staying for a rest and to tend to your wounds, okay? And you guys are starving, yeah? We have plenty of food and whiskey and other things." I think they'll believe that. Don't worry. They're kind of dumb. Actually, all the soldiers here are kind of stupid. Otherwise, they'd work for the Elder Gnomes, or for the Royal Guard, or something more important than hang out in a shithole like this and doing meaningless patrols, yeah? But me, I hate being cooped up in the city. I'd rather be out here in the forests, going on adventures and beating up bad guys. Actually, now that you ask, and whoever asked him about, who was asking him about like the wilderness and like what's going on around?
I did.
Now that you ask, things have been kind of strange lately. His face goes from like the happy-go-lucky little kid to a very sad and grim expression. He says, "Lately, the animals of the forest have been acting strange, and we've been getting reports of unnatural things happening, both in the city and here in the outskirts." What was that thing that you said? Shadow thingy, or
Yeah,
whatever you
Shadow Rift. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know about a Shadow Rift, but we've had some. He struggles to find like the word in common. Undead attacks and large monsters that seem to come out of nowhere. His hands clap, and then he brings them out wide to show the group how big these monsters are. They were huge guys, like twice the size of you, and he points at Balance. And they were creepy, he shudders. They were like invisible, or how do you say in common? He pauses again. They could pass through like walls and do ghost-like things. It was scary as hell, but I held them all by myself. Does anyone want to insight check him? To see if he was able to hold off all these monsters and creatures?
I feel
Yeah,
like
definitely.
I feel like
Balance.
Alfred believe him really easily, so I'm not gonna check it. So
Okay. Balance, I mean, you've seen some pretty weird shit, and when push comes to shove, you know, people do get their courage and, you know, fight for their lives. Kahir, this guy is obviously lying. There's no way that he took on ghosts and big creatures. That if he's explaining that's twice the size of Balance, and this guy's a little 3-foot dude, no way that this guy took on something that big. What?
Kahir
I
just
did!
said,
He looks at you, Kahir. I
It
did!
just pats him on the shoulder. He goes, "Of course you did. I see you fight. You do well."
Alright, well, come on in, guys. Let's go. And he continues to bring you guys to the outpost. Do you guys want to ask him anything else or speak about anything before entering the Gnomish outpost?
Master Wedge, before we go inside, who do you report to inside this outpost? Who's in charge?
Let's see. I actually did write down some things here. Freddy. So he looks up at you and says, "Well, again, we kind of report to the Gnomish elders, and they give orders by carrier. But the person who I guess is in charge here is named Freddy. He's kind of rude sometimes, but he's an okay guy." Anything else?
Is there any way we'd be able to talk to him?
There he is right now. As you guys are walking up to the so I'll ping it on the map. So you guys are entering in here through the first gateway, and he's standing about like right here. It's the 2nd gateway. Do you guys head in?
How big is this gateway?
So even though there
over
are
it.
gnomes, this is an actual like military outpost. There is much bigger. So these gates are probably like maybe 10 feet tall, and do have like maybe something that will like roll down to board it up, like kind of
So-
like not like a drawbridge, but like a door that would come down made out of wood. Maybe it would just like slide down if someone pulled the thing, and someone could kick something and lock it in place to defend
So-
it from whatever attacks.
So little guy, I have a quick question. How did you guys so little but build the gate so tall and big? How did you guys do it?
Elbow grease. You don't have elbow grease where you're from?
What's your elbow grease?
Elbow grease.
Kahir just kind of looks at his elbow.
It's the thing that poor people do.
We
Oh,
built it with our hands. We're tree gnomes. We're really good with wood and stuff.
we have. Okay.
You never heard
Uh,
of elbow grease? He looks at the rest of you guys.
I
I want to do a perception check plus 3.
for what?
Just as we're like approaching this gate.
It's been about 56 minutes at the moment for her.
Yeah.
I don't know how long your transforms last.
One
I think
hour.
it's an hour.
56 minutes since you guys have met Wedge and you transformed. So your transforms are probably about to run out as you guys are approaching.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to do a perception check around. Like, what do I see? Are we drawing much attention as we're approaching the gate? Do I sense anything that makes me feel insecure?
Everyone's eyes are on you guys as you're entering.
But does it look
Especially
threatening, or do they just
her-
look curious?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
I'm still
And
hurt.
you're a fucking hyena walking up
Yeah.
to this thing as well.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna walk over to that behind this little tent there, and go ahead and de-transform.
you walk in one way and then back out the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Do like a Houdini trick. Wow, that was
Yeah.
cool. He looks over. How'd you do that?
It's magic.
You're back to your normal size, by the way. It's been about an hour
Okay.
since Orpheus touched his book. Yeah, so Kahir gave you some information on transforms.
I come out of the tent sipping on a little bit of coffee.
Yeah, so you came in like this way and then walked out this way.
Yeah.
You're just drinking a cup of coffee as you're walking out. That's funny. Anything else before you guys walk in? He hops down from you here and takes lead. Good?
All good.
Alright, so the party reaches the double pass of the entrance of the outpost. The guards stand in the way and place their spears in front of the group. Halt, Wedge! Why did you bring elves and... Looks over the rest of you guys. Why'd you bring elves here?
I'm pointing at my my ankle. I say I'm hurt. Help, please.
They got hurt fighting some blink dogs, Freddy. See that one over there? He can't even walk right. I couldn't lead them to let the alpha eat them. Do you want
Yeah,
the
I
elves
can't
to say
even
we
walk
didn't
right.
Help their... Do you want the elves to say that we didn't help their kind again? You remember how that turned out last time. The guard looks down and says aloud, "Fine, let them through. But if they do anything fishy, Wedge, this is on you. You're already on thin ice with Elder Danley. She'll pop a blood vessel if she finds out you let elves into the outpost, or if another explosion happens. You remember last time." Wedge penses up. "Wasn't my fault. I have no idea how those goblins got into the Dragonfire Potions room. Come on, guys. I'll show you where you can put your stuff to rest. You guys have entered the outpost of the Great Forest.
Did he
Gonna
just
take
say
another quick-
goblin?
Break?
What was your question?
Another quick
Did he-
5-minute break?
Sure. I was
Yeah,
gonna
no,
say
go
this.
ahead.
Did
Yeah,
he just say
very
goblin?
definitely said goblin. Yes.
Do they look green? Like people said?
Do you know what a goblin is?
No.
Maybe from childhood stories.
Yeah,
Like
that's
from
what
a
that's what I
child
said.
goblin.
That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. Do they look like green and then little pointy and then tiny with a like?
Yeah, you've never encountered a goblin before? Most of the time, they're really nasty creatures. But they like shiny things. I
Do they
met
taste-
maybe one or two really nice ones.
What's their
Well,
blood
they were
color?
nice at first, but then they tried to steal some potions. Blew up half of the outpost. But that was a long time ago. I don't want to talk about that. Come on! And he tries to pull you guys along.
Last question. What their blood color? What's the blood color?
Green?
Cool.
Kahir just kind of cocks his head at the your question, Orpheus. Like, who cares what color blood they have?
I never seen green blood
What
before.
kind of question is that?
I never taste. Oh, I never seen. Never mind.
Traherne causes a little root to kind of pop up right under his foot. It makes him trip and stumble as we're walking to shut him up.
Ow! Do I take damage?
No, he can't actually do it. It's, if anything, it's like...
No,
more
not
like a
damage. It's just like makes him stumble.
Ow. Okay. Alright, we're going in.
Alright, and at this point, we'll take another 5-minute break. And when we come back, we'll see what you guys want to do. At the moment, he's just heading you over to maybe the barracks or what looks to be like possibly an inn. But again, this is very military. Possibly some barracks where the soldiers or the Gnomish soldiers will sit down, eat, maybe rest. And that's where we'll go to our second break for tonight. See you guys all in 5 minutes. right.
And we're
Welcome
live.
back. Welcome back. Wedge, brings you guys into the Western Gnome Outpost. Um, pulls you and brings you to the back. As you guys are walking towards, he calls it the barracks, but this is more like a rest space for all the gnomes. He stops, goes into one of these side rooms. Let's see, like right around here, right before getting to. Let me ping it for you. Right around here, before getting to the barracks, which is in the back here. He stops, runs in, comes out, and he's holding a bunch of vials in his arms, red liquid, and hands one to each of you. You all can add a potion of healing to your inventory. These are for you guys in case you have any wounds.
Thank you,
Although
little
you'll
one.
probably want to bandage yourselves and maybe save those in case more blink dogs attack. Although you guys pretty much did handle yourselves. Probably shouldn't let them bite you though. You gotta move quick.
Yeah.
Giving you guys pointers. As he brings you to the rest space, the barracks. Everyone entering, heading in.
Going in.
Yep.
Kahira, for you, it looks like a tavern. A little bit smaller than what would be comfortable for you. Kind of have to duck your head as you're walking in. Out of all the buildings here, this one definitely has a smaller entryway. Definitely designed for gnomes to rest in. But you can still get in there. Once you duck your head through the doorway, the ceiling is high enough that you can stand straight up and not be discomfort. And
Sweet.
bring you on the map. Freddy has followed you guys and is about to enter as well as he sees you guys coming up. Let me lower the music on my end. A little loud for me. So yeah, this is where we have our lunch, our breakfast, our dinner. And there's some beds in the back rooms if you guys want to go drop your stuff in there, maybe head back and grab some drinks. Sherry's behind the bar tonight if you guys want something to drink as he heads inside. You guys should all have your tokens to be able to move.
Yep. I'll just step right on in.
As you guys enter, Wedge says, "Oh, hi, Jaco. Hi, Rainy." They respond. They kind of finish each other's sentences. It kind of is annoying. Rainy says, "Oh, hi, Wedge," and Jaco says, "What happened out in the western part of the forest? You look kind of beat up." The usual. Blink dogs, scary monsters, but I handled them all. These are my new friends. Big guy, pointy ears, little boy, shiny armor, and wolf dude. He has no idea what any of your names are. No one introduced themselves. Actually, I think Kahir, you said I'm Kahir, right? Or someone did.
Nope. He just was calling me big guy.
Okay. So that's literally how he introduced you guys. Jacko goes, "Oh, hi. Nice to meet you." Rainy answers again. "Where are you all from? Elves? Are y'all from Nocturne?"
I'm from here. I'm an elf. I'm from
Here,
the Great Forest.
Well, I've never heard of elves being born in the Great Forest. I mean, you live here now? Where are you from?
I'm from the east of this forest.
So yeah, if you're giving a straight answer, you're from Sylvain Septorum, which is more south from where you are.
Okay,
But
yeah, true.
if you're answering
yeah,
basically
'cause
where you're living now, then yes,
Yeah.
you're correct. You're from the
Yeah.
eastern part of the Great Forest. So how you respond is up to you.
Yeah, well, because of other reasons, I'm just gonna say I'm from the east, towards the villages of Neef.
Sherry speaks up from behind the counter as she's putting up some tankards onto the shelf. She peers up. "East? Are you from the Adventurers Guild?" And she's placing more and more cups out.
I ran into them a few times, but I'm not part of the Adventurers Guild.
Yeah, we've ran into them a couple times too. They usually don't travel this far west, but if they do, they usually pass by here. We let them in. Good people. Decent coin. Some of them. Some of them are a little shady. Anyway, and Wedge comes over to you, Traherne. Can you teach me how to turn into a wolf or a hyena? That was really cool.
Takes a lot of practice.
Anyway, if you guys want to put your stuff down, pick out your beds, come back here. And he runs over to the door, slams it open, and pushes it through. You guys can follow, pick out your beds. There are a bunch of beds back here. It is very late now. It's about maybe 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You guys are probably exhausted. You guys did go through a lot in the caves. Probably look like shit, smell like shit. Some dried up blood on your clothes. There is a small rest space with a hole in some wood where you can use the bathroom. Doesn't look like there is any baths here. But Wedge, again, smells you, Traherne. If you want to wash yourself off, there's a basin in the back, and you can kind of like just... We usually just jump in and jump out, but maybe a little too small for you. You can grab a rag or two and clean yourself off. He's referring to maybe the back of the building. Maybe there's like a basin or something back there.
Okay, can you ping it? Like, you mean the back where these rooms are?
Yeah, I'll put one out. Hold on. So there's like a barrel back here.
Oh, okay. How do I get outside?
So yeah, you can walk out. Yeah, just
Just
like
like
that, and then walk around. Yep. So you're running out to go wash yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still got that taste of meat in my mouth.
Wedge turns to you, Thorin, and says, he kind of motions to you to come closer. Hey, you seem different than the other elf.
Yeah, we only recently got together. We're not really that acclimated with each other still.
You're a high elf, aren't you? Noble?
I'm just
The way
a
you say
wanderer.
Master Wedge makes me think that you've more cultured than possibly the wood elves. That's what makes me think you're a high elf. And your skin complexion. Though I can't really see all of your skin. You got your face covered.
Yeah, I just been wondering for a while. I am from the Isles, though.
Okay. Studied in magic, huh?
A little bit.
I like the high elves. Some of them are really pretentious, though. Snooty sometimes. But you seem okay. Anyone that calls me master is okay in my book. Although I'm not your master. You seem a lot more accustomed to using a sword than I am.
Oh, you hold up your own. Master Wedge, I do have a question for you, though.
Sure.
Have you seen, since you're talking about, you seem to be proficient with...
He, as you're talking to him, he pulls out a pipe and begins to light it.
I heard you say with Freddy that, something happened the last time you guys helped the elves. Do you know what happened?
We don't like to talk about that. It's kind of... How do I put this? We have a treaty with the elves. So if anything happens, we're supposed to report back to the elders. They report to the government offices, and then someone from your country or your area sends a representative, and they take care of the matters. Things that's happened here, I can't really tell you. You'd have to go to the governor's offices if you have any questions about it. Unless you're a representative. Is that why you're here? Are you going as a representative to deal with some issues?
I've just been wandering in these areas, and you can say I'm a representative of sorts.
Still, they'll have to tell you anything that's going on. It's not my place to give any information. I don't like to stir trouble either, you know.
Alright. And then my last question before I just let you relax, and we're very...
No, we're gonna have some
gracious about
drinks. You're
this.
gonna come, right? I'll get you a drink.
Yeah, sure.
You got whiskey. The best whiskey, Gnomish whiskey. It'll knock off your socks and put them back on your head.
Have you had any interactions with anyone in the Huff clan?
Huffs. Huffs. I know a Jerome Huff, I think. Elf guy. Black hair. I ran out I ran into him towards the south part of the Great Forest back when I was training. But well, what happened was he bumped into one of my buddies, one of my comrades when we were training together. Long story short, they got into a little scuffle, but again, usually we try and keep things with elves separate and keep the peace, if you know what I mean. We don't like to stir trouble, otherwise we'll get in trouble and we'll get thrown into the cells. But yeah, the name rings a bell. Don't really know him though. Seemed like a tough guy, I don't know. I don't know what his problem was.
Alright.
The name doesn't really ring a bell to you.
Mhm.
Like meaning like you guys have wanted posters and things like that for certain Huff clan members. A couple in particular that you're probably more familiar with. This name doesn't ring a bell to you.
Alright. Alright, well thank you for that information. Look forward to our drinks.
You're welcome. Come on, let's go. Kahira, did you hear about drinks? Are you following or are you going right to bed?
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna follow out. With him.
Yes.
Balance, you
He
head
said
down or
whiskey.
you're
I want whiskey.
taking a long rest. Wraith. You taking a long rest in your bed?
Yeah.
As everyone else is maybe getting some food or some drink?
I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted.
I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, we could say your character just basically is exhausted. Maybe took off his armor, went to bed early, maybe grabbed a tankard of ale as you were walking into your bed. Alright, so Wedge walks up to the bar. Orpheus, you're hanging out with Jacko and Rainy.
Yeah, I'm waiting for everybody to go back, like for Johan to come back because I want to tell a story.
Yeah, after about 10 minutes, Trahern, as Thorin and Orpheus were talking, you could probably come back and you're probably clean now. Roll me a d20 to see how clean you are, though.
Yeah, I was gonna do something, but hold on. Wait.
Yeah. Whatever you want to do, go for it.
Roll.
Yeah, you're actually really clean.
Nice.
Probably even cleaner than when you took an actual shower. For some reason, the water here seems much more clear than what it was in the human world of Terra.
Okay.
Whether it was magically cleaned or something, you're not too sure of.
Okay.
But yeah, the water seems really good. Refreshing.
So if I wanted to commune with Spindale, do I have to summon Spindale to the plane and use one of the teleports to do that, or can I just talk to him anytime?
You have to
It's your
attune
first
to
time
it.
trying, but yes, you can telepathically speak with Spindle at any point. It is your
Without
pet.
using teleport, basically, right?
Correct. Yeah, you can
Okay.
commune with him wherever he is or she is. I don't know if it's a he or she. You haven't told me that.
Okay. Well, I don't even know if I know either. So we'll say it
Yeah.
kind of has more of a feminine type voice, but we were not sure.
It's a baby phase spider. So,
Yeah. Okay, so I basically in my head say the name Spindale. Are you there?
Dream Eater. Yes, I'm here. You've learned to communicate with me.
Yes. We've came a far way, and I believe that I'm back home. In the past, the last time we spoke, you mentioned my sister.
Home. Which home? Forest?
Yes.
Or Sylvain Septorum?
The Great Forest.
Yes, that's where I sent you as well.
You sent
You
me?
mentioned your sister. Yes, I can sense you. I can sense wherever you are as long as you have the ring on.
Oh, sent. I thought you said sent, like she sent me. Okay.
Sense.
Yeah, is my sister still in the forest?
Yes. Do you want to know where she is?
Yes.
Just
I'd like
I
to
can
find my
sense you,
sister.
I can sense her as well. We have a pretty strong link.
Yes, I'd like to find my sister. Can you help me?
She's where you're actually heading to. If what I'm understanding, you guys are trying to speak with the gnome elders. At least that's what I can detect in your thoughts.
You are correct. Do you?
She is where the gnome elders are. That same city. I don't know how to pronounce the name of it in Elvish, but in Common it's called the Old Tree.
Okay, thank you. Can I ask for your help in the future?
You and I are linked, of course. Although I don't have much combat experience, I am very good at sneaking. I can phase in and out of your plane and mine with just a whisper.
Has this corruption in this realm reached your plane as well?
No. The worlds that are colliding is causing a lot of issues in your world. At least that's what the spiders told me. I think you would think he's referring to the spiders in Terra.
Yeah.
And the creatures that have passed through those caves. Probably the spider has at least spoken with those spiders before, or in that same cave that you guys were in. Other than that, he doesn't have too much more information in regards to what's going on. He does tell you again, other than the thing that the spiders were talking about in the back of the cavern, not too sure what else is going on. I can only sense who or what I'm linked to, and at the moment, it's just you and your sister.
Okay. Thank you for your guidance. I'll reach out to you later.
It's a pleasure,
Then,
Mr. Druid, Mr. Dream Eater.
and then as I'm finishing up that conversation, I'm making my way back.
Yeah, you get a sense that, again, now that you've communed with the phase spider, that you're telepathically linked, can sometimes or possibly read some of your thoughts if you're thinking to yourself or speaking to yourself. You know how like sometimes you'll say to yourself in your mind something? Anytime you do that, it sounds like that this spider is able to hear that.
Okay.
Surface thoughts and things like that.
So it's basically
but
listening at all times. So not just when I'm communing, but it's actively listening.
yeah, so if you said to yourself like, God damn it, like Traherne, why'd you do that? The phase would probably hear that, the phase spider. But if if it doesn't know like your past, it doesn't know how you're feeling, it just can detect like your surface thoughts.
Okay, that makes sense.
Make sense?
Yep.
Alright, as you're returning, again, Wedge and Kahir is probably having a drinking contest at this point.
So,
and Orpheus, what do you want to...
Orpheus,
so Rainy and Jaco, right? You were speaking with them?
yeah, so Orpheus, like you see Orpheus step up on the table, sit down, and then on top table, and then I ask, have you guys heard of the story, the bat and the little boy?
Jaco is running around you, looking at you.
Um,
What are you, strange creature? Are you a mix of an elf and a dwarf?
I'm a human.
A human? What's a,
A human,
human?
yeah.
What's that?
I just like you guys, but taller. Anyways, have you heard the story, the bat and the little boy? It's from my homeland.
Is it a romantic story?
No, it's sort of it's a scary story.
Freddy walks in. I like scary stories. He sits
And
down
then-
at the table behind you.
So at this point, the Wedge, Sherry, and Kahir hear me.
Wedge and Kahir are having a drinking contest.
Okay, so I would like to cast. Okay.
I am next to you as well.
Wedge's character sheet. Wedge is gonna roll a Constitution saving throw, see if he's drunk. Because you guys are powering back some whiskeys.
Compared to the mana core,
He's still
that
good.
I've
That's the
been
second
drinking.
time he's rolled a crit.
Oh my god, that's a second crit. How strong is it compared to the mana core homebrew that I brought?
This is actual liquor, so you're gonna have to roll a Constitution saving throw if you're drinking the whiskey as well. Pretty drunk. Probably slurring your words a little bit. Room is probably spinning a little bit as Orpheus is trying to tell this story. You
So,
probably hear him, but Wedge is very much involved with this drinking contest, knowing that he can probably best you. His constitution's been doing really well tonight.
So like I start, I want to get the attention of Wedges and Sherry and stuff. So I'm gonna cast minor illusion, to make like a bat squeaking noise. It's just like, and then it's a loud noise, and then so that everybody pay attention to the story.
Yeah, they're all paying attention to you, so you're making like sounds and stuff with
Yeah, with my rusty
spell?
digitation and minor illusion.
imagination. Yeah.
Yeah, with all the smoke coming out, and then you see like this like a purple holographic image of a cave. And I said, once upon a time, in the great forest of Juno, there's a rumor been going on for a while that this bat, very scary bat looking creature, been killing a lot of villager in the towns around forest. And there is a young boy. He decided to go inside the cave. 3 weeks go by. The boy never came out. And that'll be it for today.
What happened to the boy? Says Jaco. Jaco and Rainy. Jaco is a male, Rainy's a female, and Rainy's actually grabbing onto Jaco like in suspense.
So as I say that, like I do the minor illusion with a lot of bat, like flying around, like go up to them and try to scare them. And I said, well, because you guys want to hear more, so the village, the parents of the young boy are actually from a wealthy family. They hire a group of adventure trying to look for the boy. At the adventure party going to the cave, they find a lot of like human bones. Some of the corpse is like dry, there's no blood in them, but there's still meat and skin on the bone. And I do minor illusion with that, showing them the corpse and stuff. And then actually
Hold on, Wedge is not paying attention. Rainy and Jaco are paying attention and very invested in the story. And Freddy fell asleep.
I'm a cast prestidigitation, like a drip of water, like blood looking thing, on top of Wedge, like dripping down. With the minor illusion, with the bat on top of him.
Ah! What is that?
See, you see that? That's what the
Get it away! Get it away! Get it away! Get it away!
the
Get it
whole
away.
time.
He's looking at Yuki here. Get it away! Get it away! Get it away! Get it away!
Kahir sets his drink down, and then this massive like lunge, he's gonna like clap and try to like smash the bat.
Then you
Your
see
hand
the
goes right
bat.
through.
Yeah, you see the bat disappear and
Very
then go
obvious
back to
that
it.
it's an illusion.
And
I tricks. We're trying to drink over here. You're gonna scare the living hell out of us.
I'm also gonna cast prestidigitation again. More blood dripping on top of Wedge. And this time, like everybody in the room. So
I mean,
I
So, if someone's already detected that this is an image or an illusion, they're going to know for future if you're
But-
doing the same exact action.
prestidigitation
Everyone
is not a.
like this,
I don't think prestidigitation is not
you
a
actually
illusion though.
produce something.
Yeah.
Give me the tooltip. Let's take a look. Because this can play out a couple different ways here.
So I can change the quality of the water and stuff and just make it into blood looking thing.
A harmless sensory effect, such as a shower of sparks, a puff of wind, faint musical notes, or an odd odor. You can create light or snuff out a candle, a torch, small campfire. You can clean or soil objects. You can chill, warm, or flavor something. You can make a color, a small mark, or a symbol. You can create a non-magical trinket or an illusionary image that can fit in your hand, and it lasts till the end of your turn.
Yeah, so I can turn the water, the cup turn to the look of blood and then actually drip it down.
You would have to take a cup and pour it over someone's head,
Yeah,
or
just do
drip
that.
it somewhere.
Yeah, I do that to get their attention, and I said,
mean, what you can do is you can flavor it with Mage Hand and have your Mage Hand do it.
yeah, and all that, and then I said, as the adventure party venture into the cave,
And Freddy dies. No, I'm just
and at the party come in, and what they found is a small little bat sit on top of the boy, and the boy was somehow unharmed for the last 3 weeks.
Jaco and
And-
Rainey look at each other, and they both say in unison, "You're the boy! You're the boy in this story!
I'm not the boy in the story.
You're the boy!
I'm
Look
not
at
the
his,
boy
look
in
at
the
his
story.
fangs! He looks like a bat! You're the boy!"
Can I do a deception check on him saying he's not the boy?
Insight.
Insight?
Orpheus, are you giving a story of maybe your childhood or something that would depict that this is you?
Yes. But the bat in the story is actually not the culprit.
Okay. But yeah, Thorin, this definitely rings true. Orpheus is... it doesn't sound like he's making up a story. It sounds like more of like an experience. Whether the whole experience is true or not, maybe he's flavoring some things. But yeah, it seems a little bit off that he would go into so much detail about certain things, like maybe how the blood looked, how it glinted in the light, what it tasted like, or whatever whatever you're explaining, Orpheus. To that amount of detail, he definitely would have had to experience something along the lines of ringing true to you. You can continue, Orpheus.
So as the party discover the boy, they decide to take him home, but in the process they kill the bat. And,
Yay!
and that's
Jaco
the
and
end of the
Rainey,
story.
Yay! The boy was okay. The bat
Yeah, the
didn't
boy
bite
was
him?
okay. No, there's no mark, no injury on the boy, and they was able to kill the bat and
Yay,
brought
we
the boy
like
home to
happy
the parents.
ending. Happy ending. Happy ending.
Theron looks
Wedge.
over at Orpheus and goes, and ever since then you've had this affinity for blood, haven't you? And he laughs.
Wedge
Love
runs
that.
over to you,
Food.
Orpheus, with a thimble of whiskey. Happy ending?
Sure, I'll take it. I'll jug it.
And he passes one out to everyone. Everyone wants to take a shot.
So do I have to do
Who
constitution
wants
check?
to take a shot? If anyone's
Yeah.
taking a shot, roll me a constitution saving throw in the chat. Orpheus, you're drunk.
Where's that
We
one?
hear you're chilling, but you're still drunk from before. Oh no, you're not. So you actually were
Nuh-uh.
given a wafer. Yep, and you're no longer drunk.
Okay, here's how the
Traherne, you're
time of his
good.
life.
Thorin, you're good. You guys power it back. Tastes pretty good. A little burning down the throat, but got a good woody taste to it.
Just enough to get the taste of meat out of my mouth.
Well,
Traherne, you sense a small hint of caffeine in this too.
oh,
Ooh, it's
Almost like a Jaeger shot.
Yeah, this is Patron XO.
With a little caffeine in it.
right. And then since I'm drunk, I'm
I gotta roll some again for Wedge because he took a shot with you guys too. Yeah, he's still good.
he's not drunk.
He's chilling. He's powering these back.
Well, I think that'll be it for me tonight, guys. I'm gonna head to bed.
Rainey and Jaco wave to you as you head over to the bed.
So I
Freddy-
also
As
So
Theron starts walking that way, Theron looks over at Orpheus after hearing that story. He goes, "Hey, you want to see something funny?" And Theron steps over here and casts Thaumaturge down towards Traherne's door, so that he hears an echo coming from just outside, going, "Fresh coffee, just finished being brewed." And then he quickly goes back and sits down at the table.
I just look aside. I'm drunk, so
Do you make a gnomish voice? He comes running.
I smell coffee. Does anybody have coffee?
Well, as soon as
Roll me a
he got that
perception check,
door,
Traherne.
as soon he get that door though, I want to cast minor illusion with a loud bang noise like explosion to scare him off, to scare him and everybody.
So with I think we named it imagination. With imagination, it can't be so loud. It has to be.
Oh no, minor illusion, minor illusion.
Oh, you have minor illusion?
Yeah, it's my cantrip. I have a cantrip.
Cool. Yeah, so you can.
So I smell coffee, right? And then I come through the door, and then he's casting
14. You definitely smell coffee. It actually smells like coffee beans, not like a roast going on.
that. Mm-hmm.
You can smell the beans from behind the counter by Sherry. She looks over to you and says, "Well, I don't have coffee now. It's pretty late. I could brew some for the morning for you if you want."
That would be great. Also,
Okay. I'll put it on slow roast so that by the morning comes, it'll be really good. You know, slow roast is definitely much better than someone who's just going to grind it up and just mix it in water.
it's gonna be potent. Yeah. Make sure I get the first cup, please.
You got it. Do you have a tankard or something I could put it in? So
I
remember,
do.
you have that like thermos flask thing.
Yeah. So I hand it to her, and like, you could dump out this coffee. It's old. Thank you.
Yep, she shakes her head.
Wait, so did everybody got scared?
Yeah. So
Yeah, as you're walking back to the door, I guess now the explosion goes off, or was
Yeah.
it? When was it the explosion going off? Was it before or after the interaction with Sherry?
Before, it would have been before.
Freddy and everyone, all the gnomes in here, grab their weapons and look around.
so
I just laughed.
Traherne gets scared, but when he gets scared, you just see like it's kind of like this distortion effect around his body of just like different animal heads popping out of his body, and he's just kind of like a startled effect. It scares the crap out of him.
And then I knock at Thorn's shoulder. I was like, "Do you see that? Do you see that?" But at this point, like, I'm drunk. Obviously drunk, so he's just like laughing wildly.
And the night proceeds. Again, Rainy, Jaco, Freddy, Sherry, everyone, Wedge, all have a great time hanging out with you guys, having some fun, playing some pranks on people, making some noises. Valance is very, very much tired, taking a nice long sleep. Everyone at some point would go to their beds.
Yeah.
Are we aware of am I aware that Orpheus did that? Or
Did what?
do I not?
Yeah.
Dang,
I'm
okay.
assuming Orpheus, you would everyone be
I-
laughing.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
I did that though. Like, I was laughing.
So
Yeah, someone definitely played a prank on you.
yeah, I'm walking back to my bedroom, and as I walk back, just toss a little druid craft over through his door, which is basically the smell of a faint skunk, into his room, and I walk away to my bed.
I
And everyone goes to bed. Yes?
yeah. But while we do that, I wanna attune to my ring, my second ring.
You cannot do that yet because now it's feeding time.
Oh no. But I'm drunk now.
Wake up.
Drunk feed.
It's time for feeding.
My head hurts.
I find it strange that you haven't called out to me. At least not like you used to.
Well, you almost killed my companions twice with the book
Killed
that you
your
gave me.
companions? What are you talking about, Sanguine One? You don't like your gift?
Nothing good came out every time I touched the book yet.
Have you wrote in the book yet?
Am I supposed to?
Why would I give you a book that was blank if it wasn't meant for you to write in it, Sanguine One? Try it. Maybe
But
if
why
you
would-
find a spell or two, you can copy it in this book, and maybe be able to cast it, even if you don't know what the incantations mean.
What's the cost of that?
find a scroll, maybe try.
Okay,
Maybe
I'll,
just the cost of the scroll.
I'll try it next time.
Regardless, you must feel very thirsty. Drinking that liquor, beer, nothing compares to the taste of blood. Time to wake up, Orpheus. Orpheus, you are currently, again, still in your bed
Okay.
with everyone else. However, you do hear a rumbling as Freddy is rushing to the bathroom and is currently in the stall. Everyone else is in their rooms asleep, and you don't hear any other noises.
Not ready. Can I go outside and do a perception check outside?
You can. Roll me. Are you trying to be quiet or you're running out the door?
Quiet. Sorry, stealth, right?
Roll me a stealth check. Okay. Yep, you're pretty silent.
Alright.
Perception check as you're outside.
17.
There is 15 gnomes spread across all the walls. Both throughout all the walls, they are in pairs, except for one. The one closest to where you guys are. Up in the wall, about 15 feet high. And I'll put you on this map for now, because I don't have an actual map for the Western Outpost. So the party's about here. There's a wall around this area here. There's a wall that actually goes around, so it's like this wall.
Yeah.
This wall actually does go all the way around. And on top of the wall is one guard over here.
Good. I would like to go
Every
there.
other spot where you find, there's always 2 guards.
I would like to head over to that one guard.
Okay. Again, the wall is about 15 feet up. You'll have to roll me another stealth check if you don't want to draw attention to this guard who's very actively looking out. He's not looking into the outpost. He's looking outwards to ensure nothing is coming to attack as everyone's resting.
I roll 20.
Pretty
on the
stealthy.
stealth.
Are you climbing up?
Yes. With my spider climb.
You do have spider climb, so you have no disadvantages. You're able to move stealthy as well. You do approach the figure very stealthily. Does not notice you at all. You're now at its back. What would you like to do?
I would like to do my feet. Sleeplet assault.
Okay.
Not killing though.
Yep. So non-lethal damage. Roll me an attack roll of your bite. You should have. Yeah. Roll me damage.
6.
5.
Oh, 5.
This is the first time you're actually biting something, rather than. I think the last time you bit, but you were told to continue, and you slit the throat of Father Blanc. This time, as you're biting, you don't hear Ulrich in your mind. You taste the blood. It tastes good. You feel the rejuvenating effects of drinking this gnome's blood. As you are feeding, you feel full. After about maybe a minute of drinking the blood, you don't have an urge to continue. You're sustained. However, I will pose you the question: do you want to continue drinking the gnome's blood, or do you want to let go and see what happens?
So I'm gonna let go, but I'm gonna go a little bit more, just a little bit more, and then I control myself and let go.
Roll me another vampiric bite. And damage. Okay. You get a little bit more. You don't feel as satisfied, Orpheus. It's actually the opposite. You're hurting a creature, and to you it seems a little wrong at this point.
Yeah. So at this point, I would let go.
Again, you don't hear a voice of Ulrich urging you forward. Your bloodlust has been quenched on your first bite. This bite just feels wrong to you. It doesn't feel natural. You feel somewhat bad for it. It's just trying to do its job. These guys look very cute too. Like, again, another 3-foot gnome. You know, just doing his job. Looks really cute with his spear out and his little hat on.
Aw.
As you release, you see him turn, but his eyes are glazed over. Doesn't even look like he can recognize you. It looks like he's looking past you. And he turns back in a daze. Just standing there. You have an opportunity to leave if you'd like.
Like, does he look injured?
No, just dazed.
Okay, then I would like to leave.
The
Back to
wound is
the,
on his neck though.
Actually, I would try to put can I put the bandages on him or something?
You could try. Again, you bit the neck, so you would have to maybe wrap around his head. Right? You can also cast Imagination to clean the blood.
Well, would the bandage clean it? Okay, I'll do that. I'll
It'll
do
stoke
the,
it, but you, as you're feeding, I'm sure blood was trickling down, right?
Yeah, I would like to cast that and also clean, like also do the clean for me as well. So there's no
Okay.
stain of blood on me.
And do you still wrap him as well a little bit? A couple bandages?
Yeah.
You successfully do so. Roll me a sleight of hand. Let's see how good it looks. Not just like toilet paper thrown on a
16.
Yeah, you do a pretty good job. Looks pretty natural. Looks maybe like, you got a spider bite and you just wrapped it up very quickly.
I'm experienced. Okay.
Orpheus,
then-
you can
Mhm.
sneak back into your room if you like. We'll need to roll one more stealth check. And also
Alright.
roll me a perception check to see if anyone noticed you.
Oh.
Can't tell. There are a lot of lights around here, a
Oh,
lot of
no.
torches. So with the torches, it's kind of hard to see. There's a lot of glare. So you can't tell if anyone's looking at you, but no one's said anything. No one's raised an alarm. You very easily climb right back down. Walk back into the bar.
My
Not the
style
bar,
at my style's an
Sorry,
8
yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Very easily walk back to the rest space, the barracks. You're stepping in, and as you step in, the doors behind you, maybe you weren't noticing, or maybe you were just feeling okay now, like, okay, I'm back, didn't kill it. Not paying attention, you slam the door closed, and you make a loud noise. And you think to yourself, oh, let me
And
just
yeah,
get
that's
back
why
to bed."
and that's why I just like tiptoe back to bed. But
Freddy is in the hallway, by the way. And calls out to you and says, hey, elf thing?
no, hi, you up this late?
Yeah, I was taking a shit. Sorry if you had to use the restroom. You didn't have to go outside
No.
if you had to pee.
No, I went to the back to take a shower over there.
You don't have to lie. If you had to pee, you could have just knocked on the door.
No, you can
And
smell
he-
me.
and he
I just took a
walks
shower.
back. He starts walking back.
Okay. Yeah, I just go back in my room and rest.
All right. And that's where we'll end today's session. However, you guys know I don't like to leave you without a cliffhanger. Balanced.
Of course.
Balance, and everyone who is taking a long rest. First, everyone will have the benefits of a long rest at this moment. You guys are in your 8 hours of sleep, meditation, rest, whatever you do as a long rest, you will gain your full benefits at this moment. However, each of you will be pulled into a dream scene. Balance being the first. Balance, we didn't get a lot of interactions with you, so I'll do this very quickly. But again, this is the end of the session. There is some dialogue here that you'll get, and then we'll go into combat starting next week.
Oh my god.
Balance.
What?
Before you, you see a figure. You probably would have expected to see the God of Death, because he has been, well, he's appeared to you once before the last time you took a long rest. So, waking up to see another figure or being in a dream and seeing a figure, you quickly look up expecting to see possibly the God of Death, but you don't see the God of Death. You see Prince of Pain. I'll give you a handout very quickly of what he looks like. I think we gave this handout to Traherne when he saw the Prince of Pain in his vision. Let me grab it really quick and share it again, though. This is what he looks like. Again, his armor is splashed with purple and blue blotches all around it. There are some of those blotches that protrude out and almost have like a blue or purple smoke coming off of his armor. Same thing with his helmet. His greatsword has a black smoke, almost like your weapon balance. Seems possibly magical, but looks much more sinister than your lance. Almost looks like it has some parts of teeth and other things attached to it. He speaks to you. Ah, so you're the one that God of Death referred to as the Paladin.
Yes. You've spoken with Chiron?
Spoken? No, that meddling God of Death thinks he knows everything.
Well, given his station versus yours, I suspect he might know a little bit more.
Even that dumb skeleton doesn't know how to stop me now. I'm too powerful for even him. Seems you have some divine powers as well, though. Have you drank from the Everflow, like I have? Have you tasted its powers?
Not that I'm aware of.
Anyhow, let me properly introduce myself. I am the Prince of Pain. I will cease the structure of these worlds and control them myself. Erase all these failures that the gods created and reshape all of existence. Now, let's test the might of the new Keeper of the Crystal, shall we? I hope you're much better than that stupid, pathetic, giant druid thing was. And Valence, when we continue next week, you will go into battle with the Prince of Pain.
Yeah.
Thank you all for playing. Again, each of you will have your own dream sequence, but starting next week, we'll be with Valence, and then we'll go through the rest of the party. Congratulations, everyone. Good news. I know it was a long session, a lot of RP, a big battle in the beginning. You guys are all leveled up to level 4. And you'll start next week with 4. Congratulations. Great job with the Blink Dogs. Those weren't easy at your level. They did have 22 HP each. The Alpha had more than double that. And yeah, you guys had a lot of them. They were pretty much surrounding you. You guys did very well to dispatch them. Great job. Thank you for everyone watching on Twitch and YouTube. Have a great evening, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
All right.
Can end that.